with Jarek's Urshiker's hanging him out. I'm sure Jarek's going to be roaming a lot. I'm not sure how much pressure you can really put on this Pangolier. Zai should be able to get a decent amount of farm here. Moon gets a little bit low, so Jabs comes right back, making sure that Moon will be able to get the CS required to heal him up. No Tail takes a lot of damage there, as that Death Pulse did barely get in range. LSA actually lands on the Bloodseeker, bottom lane. At the same time, they're trying to go on to Seb. Nature's Prophet dropping low. He is actually giving away a lot of thirst to Moon, but fortunately for Thompson, he already put the pressure in on that Bloodseeker. So, Seb actually canceled his TP, realizing he's not yet level 2. He doesn't have teleportation, so that is really going to hurt his lane.
He's got to be careful here.
He now, he's only left with one Tango now, but he has to stick it out until his TP's back up.
Has it now, but doesn't really want to be in this lane anymore.
So he's going to eat one of his Ironwood branches, the remaining Tango, to give him that extra regen. Did our Bloodseeker just have to go back to base? He did. Oh. That's not great. He smokes to try and run back into mid lane faster. That is it's very selfish play.
To DD Lina with Drora.
So he gets back to lane very quickly to see that. Cool.
Go jungle, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would just swerve.
Yeah, but how well does Bloodseeker really jungle? I'm not sure if that's quite the viable option this early on.
And Thompson's just gonna deny all these creeps. Farm under his tower.
Where's that Wyvern? Boy needs to help Moon out.
Moon is getting clobbered right now in this mid lane. Almost just dies.
Jabs is on his way, friend. Don't worry.
I mean, I don't know what Jabs does to...
Yeah, he doesn't really do anything to help this out. Mushi taking a lot of damage. Didn't go for the Heartstopper, and is trying to take advantage of that.
Oh, Jabs! Not like this! Oh. Dude, I saw that happen in slow-mo. I knew he was 100% dead.
He flew over and landed into
some real Icarus.
Too close to the sun, my child. 24-9 on Thompson at 3.5 minutes in, dumpstering this mid lane. Oh, what is this? Nice Fisher block there from Jarek. Just a little bit of room though, so Ninja Boogie can scoot on by. It looks like he's still gonna die though. No, finally one shot comes out. No Tail, they do manage to get him. Charge Ranger is chased away. Maybe it's gonna be No Tail who dies instead. Does manage to get him, so that is well worth it. Mushi with the double kill. He's got a full regen off of all those Death Pulse stacks. And all he had to give up was his little Crystal Maiden.
And +2.
And some intelligence, that's true.
They're tri-laning up here, but I hate when you tri-lane a Dro. You need to give this hero as much XP as possible.
Yeah.
She needs to hit her 6 at a reasonable time.
Is that part of the reason you very rarely see it go aggro? Seb is going to be caught. The rotation comes out from Ninja Boogie. Good hits from Ice. Already has the arcane boots. Ninja Boogie spam pinging. He really wants his boots. Understandable too. That's a game tax right there. Thompson goes down to Jabs. He managed to successfully kill Moon, but dies for it.
Nope. No Tail. I thought he was going to get hit by that creep. Man, once again, Thompson is kind of dominating while his side lanes are doing some random stuff. Oh,
Blood Rush comes out. See replay coming up. Bottom lane, Seb's going to be gone up. Swashbuckle doesn't actually land. Doesn't do any damage whatsoever to Seb, so he's going to be okay. Both supports coming in hot. They want to be able to kill Seb again. Swashbuckle this time does land. Get a lot of damage onto him. Sprouts and TP's out. He's good. Jarek's coming in with a Fisher. Lands it onto Jabs underneath the tower. That's going to do a lot of damage to Jabs. They're still going to try and dive Jarex.
Oh,
Another swing and a miss there from Ice. He needs this damage too, because now Seb is coming back, has the Fury on big, Enchant Totem hit will finish off one support.
Just dead
now with the Treants, they're going to be able to kill Ninja Boogie as well. Ice is still struggling to be able to clean up Jarex. Gets him with the shield crash though.
None of that would have happened if Ice just hit it in the first place, right?
Yeah.
You need to get out now.
Oh, it's rough.
Mushi, thanks to this laning ward, they know he's playing on the side here, but they can't actually go for him with Ninja Boogie TPing in. And a rotation in from Moon as well. He's no longer playing that mid lane. That's going to be Jab's controls. Thompson's level 7. It's a bad place for a Bloodseeker to be. Bloodright with the slow of the Crystal Nova plus. Now they have a Frostbite. Mushi. And the help of Moon. Oh, maybe the Fisher. They can turn things around. Moon, he's dangerously low in tower range. May just die to Ana, who blood raged up. Is going to be able to heal off of that. No Tail picks up the +2. The Furion comes in. Mushi's super low. He's going to be able to TP out, but Ninja Boogie spotted out by the Treants. Slows him down. Nice block in with the Sprout as well. A roll in, though. That is going to be a big hit from Ice off of the wall, too. He's going to be able to bounce back in. Nice Fisher block, but he swashbuckles to be field. Fish off one. It's Zeb who makes the teleport out to survive, though. Still a one fight for OG there in the top lane.
Seb with some nice TPs. Rotating around the map very well right now, 3-1. Thompson just hitting Ancients now. Does not really want to throw away his lead in mid. Bloodseeker about to hit level 6. Lina, level 8.
You love the Prowlers if you're Lina, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're just free.
It's funny how like some heroes really hate the Prowlers and others love them.
When I'm Storm, I'm all over that. Nighttime Prowlers. That's my jam.
It's actually our paiNgaming who's top of the network chart. Ice, going for his signature straight Blink Dagger after Arcane Boots.
Hey, he has 4 with 40 CS.
He did pretty well for himself against the Furion. Bottom lane,
Dagger.
trying to help out No Tail right now. Seb TP's in, pushes back the supports. Jabs actually comes down right as the Sprout goes in, so he doesn't break the trees. Silent stuff though. Necrophos kind of help buoying the lane a little bit. They just go straight for the tree, and CS will be able to get a lot of it. Wrapping in from behind is going to be Thompson though. Goes for the LSA, misses on Mushi, and a roll. Immediate hit from Ice. Bounces off the stairwell and will be able to get the Reaper Scythe kill. Seb does manage to get Ninja Boogie, but now in return, No Tail's going to end up dying. Ice cleans him up.
The timing of Ice's rotation.
That is twice now that he is perfectly on point to stop OG. Gets a vengeance. Jab's going to be caught. Oh, nice flight though. Gets over to the trees. Can he get out? Silence for the time being. And they do have the Necrophos coming in. No Reaper Scythe. But they do have the Winter's Curse, so they're going to stall him up a little bit. Mushi's going to get nice and close, get the Death Pulse onto Ana with the Splinter Blast off of the neutrals. That was pretty, Jabs. That was real well played. Back over the mid lane. Moon had the thirst going, tried to go for the kill onto No Tail, but with so many TPs, he has to back out. Nice hit there from Seb. Used the Wrath of Nature to finish him off. It's No Tail's Arcane Curse that claims the kill.
He was barely in Ward Vision 2, so he gets pinged with quite a high damage nuke. Both teams just trading. 18 kills in 9 minutes. They are setting a pace for our audience.
Ice now has Blink Dagger before the 10-minute marker.
I think it was you that said no matter what, he always goes Blink, regardless of how behind our head they are.
Yeah. He never goes like a value Javelin. Definitely doesn't go Maelstrom. He just always tries to get the initiation.
I mean, how do you feel about that? As our resident Pango player?
I mean, I feel like I was yelled at by everybody saying that Blink Dagger is the item on this hero. So I'm with Ice. I think you just do so much more for your team if you build it like this. Then again, if this is a pub and I'm this far, I'm definitely going Maelstrom. I'm trying to carry the game, you know?
Invisibility.
Ice just pushing up bottom lane. I know he was the guy who the purveyor of going for more tanky style builds.
Yeah.
Your green dudes, something bad is happening.
In your bottom. Mad Dude's top tower gonna fall.
Oh, look at that. They see Seb. He's going to be able to instantly rolling Thunder onto him, blinks back onto him. Now, they're not going to get the Reaper Scythe kill. That's a bit unfortunate, but they will still finish off Seb. It's going to be really tanky. He gets the bounty. Mid lane, look at Jabs. He's set up with an Invis rune. Winter's Curse. Can they make rotations? No, they can't, because they all went top.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
OG were smoked up. They wrapped into the mid lane to see if they can catch anybody from Mineski. Managed to get the silence onto Ice. He blinks away before any damage comes in. Jarek's thought twice about the Fisher. Misses out. Meanwhile, Thompson gets caught in the wrong neighborhood. Does try and go for the quick kill onto Moon. Ninja Boogie a little bit scared of that. Throws down the freezing field. They do manage to get the kill. Swashbuckle over, trying to get some damage onto No-Tail.
Moon's already nearly at full HP. Pops the salve. Gonna reset himself. Still really far behind. Like, if you take a look at Moon's net worth, like, it looks terrible.
Yeah. But that's why Ice is just going to continue to try and make space for the man to catch up. He's going to head to bottom lane where the Furion's pushing, while the rest of them, three-man smoke up to top lane, guarding Mushi. Almost has a 4-staff. That'll certainly help out quite a bit. Trying to run at these heroes, blink in, misses. Onto Ana, finally. Oh no, he jumped over him with the shield crash, but a good thing too. He needs to get out of there. They'll kill the ward in lane. Winter's Curse onto Seb, stalling any pursuit, but not really doing any damage. They do have the two-man smoke from No-Tail and Thompson with a haste rune as well. This could be a nasty fight for Mineski if they try and stick around. Especially with no Thunder Crash. They lay down the ward onto the high ground, spot out Mushi. Thompson just runs forward. Multiple heroes are silenced, but he misses the LSA. Mineski are playing just far enough back. They're dodging a lot of this. Sentries and wards all being countered by each other, so nobody has vision now.
Both teams still want to take the fight, 5-on-5. At the very least, they want to grab that tower.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Tier 1, dropping lower and lower. Mineski can go for the deny here. Lena's gonna man up, try and take the CS. They tried to get it with only Ninja Boogie. He was the only one trying to go for that deny.
Yeah, and they are gonna just say good night and goodbye.
That seems worth it for OG. Mushi down to bottom lane. Ice follows him in. Again, always trying to get these kills for his other cores. They have Reaper Scythe. They want to take Seb out of the game for an extra period of time. Let's see, Ice is calling for his two heroes mid to rotate into the jungle area. Help them push this bottom lane, try and even out the tower advantage. Silence up in the top lane. Fisher's going to be able to stop that TP, an extra bit of intelligence as a reward for No-Tail.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
So sure enough, this tier 1 tower will get traded out, but OG, they're the ones who set the pace initially in the tower taking. They're going to try and hit the tier 2 as a trade-off. It's a Drow Ranger lineup too, with Treants to be able to tank up the tower.
What need have I for in?
And they know that Mineski's rotated out, so this tier 2 tower should be free.
How free is it going to be, though? Ice wants to fight this.
The rest of his team is not anywhere near, though.
They're going to have to TP multiple heroes in. It just looks like a very staggered response from Mineski. They're going to try and come in. Thunder. Coming in, doesn't actually, but hits Thompson. A little bit late on that one. Blinks back into him, but there's no damage to be able to follow it up. Finally, Mushi comes in with his 4-staff, has the Reaper Scythe ready to go. Lays it in on him. Will be able to finish him off. Pangolier. Winter's Curse. That's a beautiful save from Jabs. Not only saving his life, but being able to kill No-Tail. TP out from Seb. Ninja Boogie. Frostbite up in a second. Not quite in time. Won't be able to catch anybody else from OG, but Mineski do hold that tier 2 and win the fight.
Yeah, Moon's still on the chase, but unable to get anything out of that. Very nice saves from Mineski, and Thompson was just so far forward. He naturally assumes, okay, I've got global silence at all times, so it's okay, I can just play a little bit far forward. Just way out of position from the rest of his team.
It's the fact that they get the global silence after the Rolling Thunder is down. And now Mineski will try and take an off-lane tier 1 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Blood Rage Necrophos, he hits pretty hard. 150 damage a hit. The Siege Wagon coming in. OG just don't want to fight that. Draw Ranger lineups, typically you do not want to be on the defensive, right? You want to force fights onto the enemy side of the map.
Yeah, almost certainly. It just kind of sucks playing Drow Ranger lineups because Drow wants to farm deeper and deeper in. You want to be able to hit Ancients at all times and allow your team to just kind of apply pressure on the map, but she just really hasn't been given the time to do that.
Dual Scepter soon for Pango, so we can deal with the silence, also get the chain stun on the Rolling Thunder.
I wonder if Mushi just goes back and gets a Radiance instead. Mushi is 5-0 right now. 2,500 gold saved up. Bottom lane.
Ice, ice, ice. Ooh, blinks away after getting hit by the Arcane Curse.
Roots and run.
That's his Yules, thanks to farming up the Nature Prophet Treants. This has got to be particularly concerning for OG that Mineski is up 3k right now. Not only do they have a Draw Ranger lineup, but they also have a Nature's Prophet. You talked extensively in our previous cast about how Nature's Prophet does not give you any team fight, who's outmaneuvering and sometimes net worth lead.
And I feel like Seb's done a really good job in this game.
Yeah.
With the way that he's moving, he's second in net worth on his team, but at the same time, like, they just can't really take fights very easily. It seems like something always happens for them to start the fight. Thompson, who started the game really dominantly, is now 1-4-0.
Yeah, this man did not have that dominant game they were expecting from him. Ice, 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 gonna be able to get the Yules combo onto him. Thompson is dead. Self-Yules buys a second. But instead, it just takes a whole lot more seconds in the death timer now. Getting Reaper's Scythe. Oh, Jarek's gonna be slowed down. Winter's Cursed immediately. Jarek's trying to get away. No-Tail's actually gonna be hit by the Hard Pierce. He's gonna be slowed down right next to Ice, 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 who can finish him off pretty easily, but at the same time, the Winter Wyvern does die. Trading support for support while taking the tier 1 mid tower.
I actually thought that Ice Ice should go help his teammate. Like, that was a free kill on Jarek's, but instead he ran into No-Tail. He's like, well, I'll just take this one instead.
You know, I kinda am with Ice, Ice, Ice though, because that is a dangerous area to take.
That's true too. Seb sets up at bottom, but this is a Pango with a Yule Scepter, so he won't be worried at all. Maybe he's just trying to cut the wave. That's what I imagine he's doing.
The Jarek's living though, because Ice, Ice, Ice doesn't commit for that kill, now means that he is closing in on a Blink Dagger. It's 1,500 gold, and that could really change the fate of OG.
Yeah, right now, they are not having the best of times. Their Drow can't really farm anywhere but the jungle. Can't even get to her Ancients anymore. It doesn't feel safe. This is all a little bit problematic for them.
He's gonna go for the Crimson Guard build against the Druid Ranger lineup, which makes quite a good amount of sense. Blink Dagger coming in soon for Jabs. He may even beat Jarek's to it. Can be quite massive. OG have smoked up. Rotating into the dire jungle, but it's Mineski. We're going to go for the full 5-man smoke. I think they want a big pick and then translate into Roshan.
I mean, I think at this point, can they even Roshan with their... I guess they have Bloodseeker. You like Mushi's build, by the way? The Jack of all?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think Anna knows what he said. He tried buying a Blink.
And... well... Blink.
I don't think he wants a Blink.
No? I mean... Great percent kill onto No-Tail. I can kind of see where... like, he has to have a reaction to the Pango.
Dire structures are fortified.
Right. And an early BKB may just be the death. If you can reposition yourself against the rolling thunder, then
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
it's not bad.
Jax right now, invised. It's gonna scout the entirety of Mineski. Look at how prepared Mineski are already. They've got sentries, dust. I really like it when your core gets a dust. Like, Ice knows that he's the initiator, so he just buys a dust.
No reason not to, especially when you already have Blink.
And he bought it himself, Austin. He didn't even ask poor Ninja Boogie to buy it for him.
Ninja Boogie ain't buying much of anything. Man just wants his Glimmer Cape. Trying to pull the creeps off the tower from this tier 2 push. Moon has come to collect some of the bounty. He'll be able to get a Shadow Blade.
I thought Mushi was just kind of messing around, but he's legit going 3 different item builds at once.
I mean, he's not totally wrong.
Yay.
He needs some value armor. Plate mail.
He needs some value health.
He needs a little bit of value health. I'm not sure if I totally agree with the point booster or not, but roll in. Ice in a perfect position. They do have the Fissure to try and buy him some time. Ice does get stuck as a result, and the Blink Dagger allows him to be able to jump.
I feel like they should have committed for that.
Mineski?
Yeah. Didn't that look like a good fight?
Yeah. They didn't have Thompson, or, hold that. Thompson? Oh.
Nice Yules.
Nice. Catches him with the Yules. 3,000 gold lead. Thompson is now 1-6-0.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh boy.
I mean, Seb 6-2-2. It's just pretty rough right now for them.
Seb's just trying to carry the game. That's hard
real
to do
hard
with Nature's Prophet. It does look like one of Seb's best heroes. We've seen it a couple times now for OG.
I mean, so far very comfortable on the hero, but it doesn't help when the rest of your cores are not having the games of their lives. 1-3-2, 1-6-0. He's not really going to get it done by himself. Saying that he is the highest net worth on his team, or in the game, I should say. But they're going to grab this top tower. Should probably get denied by jabs. But another avenue opens up.
Seb's going to be able to TP in from behind. Jax reveals his Blink Dagger. Fast kill onto the Winter Wyvern. Mushi's going to try and get the kill, but he's already double silence. Triple silence. Mushi! He is not talking anyway today.
Mushi, that... You needed a BKB?
Yeah. If he didn't have that point booster, he would have it right now.
Or a Yule Scepter. Really anything.
Or use that plate mail and build a Lotus Orb.
There's like 7 different ways that could have gone differently.
Yeah, pretty much if he just committed to one item.
Instead of 3. Okay, well, now they're just going to get Roshan.
Hey, think about it this the way, William. We don't have to guess what Mushi's building next. He's already told us, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all of a sudden they're just... OG's only down by 1k gold.
The Joro Ranger lineup is now back in business. Moon is still trying to get back in business himself. He goes for the Rupture play onto No-Tail. Of course, he just instantly TPs, and Jabs could not get there in time for the Winter's Curse.
Thompson is still getting blanked out in this game. He wants to do something.
He's running around with the Shadow Blade Yules.
I feel like just for your self-confidence, you want to pick up some kills.
What, you've talked a little bit about the Shadow Blade Yules builds, I believe, before.
On what?
Are you a fan of it, on Lina?
On Lina? I always give it.
I've heard some people say that they like Shadow Blade or Yules, but not both. What do you have to say about that?
I feel like he probably needs Yules. It's a really good setup. It also deals with when the Necro just decides to use the Ghost Shroud. You just pop your Yules onto him. It's a good kill combo potential. And more importantly, it gives you mana regen. Lina goes through that so quickly. You don't realize it because you just double nuke waves so fast. Like every time you're using 275 mana. Your pull isn't even extraordinary or anything like that.
So it's he needs
you use
that
275 and then you use the Shadow Blade as well. You burn through it so quickly.
Sentry laid out. The smoke will not pop from OG. They're going to try and TP in with a Furion, see if they can catch them here. With the Sprout, they see
Nice Sprout.
LSA's not going to land. The force staff from Mushi saves his ally.
But if you think about it, you're just burning through 350 mana every single time.
Yeah.
If you just have Shadow Blade, and you have no mana regen with that build, with just like boots, Unknown Taskman, and Shadow Blade, you'll have like 1300 mana, so you can effectively use your combo like twice, and that's it.
Right.
But that defeats the purpose of your hero, which is to clean out waves. Like your hero is meant to deal with waves because even with boots and one stack, you're running at 415. With 2 stacks, you're running at 455 or 445. So you get from one end of the map to the other, which allows your team to make plays after that. Which is why Shadow Blade and Dual Scepter's an item build. You know, the more you know.
Yo, I'm a big fan of this build from Jarix. Link into Aghanim Scepter, baby. Been a big fan of this Aghanim Scepter recently, but they may just be able to get a big kill onto Moon. He's going to reveal himself with a Shadow Blade. Immediately gets hit by the Nature's Prophet. Wrath of Nature now healed up a lot off of killing the creeps. And hit him up with the silence. Now the global silence being thrown down to make sure that Moon's not going anywhere, and they will achieve this kill. Finally, the Echo Slam comes out. At the same time, Jabs tried to jump forward and catch Tops and couldn't quite get him. So instead, they're going to go for Mushi with that Shadow Blade. Curse. Thompson now behind the team with a buyback. He's very dead. Reaper's Scythe will claim his life.
Another death for Thompson, who I feel like has been the only person Reaper Scythe.
Stack him up.
Is there like a stat we can check how long he's been dead in this game? It's 27 minutes and he's dead for another minute and 10. I genuinely feel, I think he's been Reaper Scythe 4 times. So if I'm trying to just do rough math in my head, he's been dead for like 5 minutes in this game.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Rough 15% of this game has probably been gone at least.
Fun times.
You know who spent the entire game alive? Ice, who's rolling on the haters, trying to catch No Tail. Misses him though.
That's a good time to tip him in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Normally.
He also got the 2-second shield crash, by the way.
Yeah.
In the ball.
Yeah.
And he got the 25 move speed.
Oh. Well, I guess he's got Crystal Maiden on his team.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's fine.
I know you like the mana regen.
I mean, when you've got Yugo the Yule's builds with Arcane Boots, that's a lot of regen by itself, and then you have a Crystal Maiden. Nice silence! Well played, Anna, catching the Crystal Maiden like that. Ops is just all about tipping his allies for sick plays. He's thanking them for keeping him in this game. So he completed the BKB. Now he's going to use that plate mail to build the Shivas, and then we'll see the Aghanim Scepter with a point booster.
It all makes sense.
We know the future of Moshi.
Seb just continues to lead the pack. Gonna go for Nullifier next. Son of Doom build, as our colleague OD Pixel affectionately calls it.
I like it. I mean, that is the best possible way for Nature's Prophet to become effective in these team fights, right?
Yes. Now, then you're a real team fighter.
We'll have the attack speed or sprout cooldown coming in soon too. Level 20. Nullifier complete. Look at No Tail. He's bravely gonna show. Leading the charge. Ooh, that to be a ward spotted out. So we'll probably see OG's ward die pretty soon. Next, Mineski takes this part of the map.
The seeds of fortune.
I wonder how often Nature's Prophets get the sprout cooldown. 40 attack speed is not an amazing amount.
40 attack speed is pretty good, man. That's how much Storm gets, and everyone takes that talent. What would it be? Okay, how low would the sprout cooldown have to be for you to take it?
I mean, it's already got a pretty serious overlap.
It would have 100% overlap, essentially.
Yeah, it already does.
-4?
Yeah. Be 4-second cooldown, 6-second duration. Big part of the problem is that you just don't have any heroes that it's good against. Just pretty much the Bloodseeker. Smoked up, running into Jerix, but missed out on the Cold Nova. And now Jerix is going to be able to trade Blink for Blink, staying ahead of Ice. They still have the Rolling Thunder ready to go. 7x Son of Doom, Shadowblade, they're going to try and turn around. Maybe able to get the Yule Scepter onto the Furion. Can Pango get out of here? No, he's going to be Global Silence and nullified. He's dead. No Tail is going to... Oh, the Cold Embrace. Now the Winter's Curse. Will Pango survive? He throws everything they have. The Echo Slam. Jerix is going to be on the TP. Seb is actually going to pump his BKB and try and fight here. And Mushi, he's dead. Thompson's going to be able to kill him. Jabs up next. Anna snuck in the back and was able to find the supports. Ninja Boogie hides in the trees with his Quelling Blade and Gem that he picked up after Ice's death. Will be able to steal it away.
He's got both. Got everything up right now on Seb. So whoever shows up can die.
Moon will be able to complete his BKB off that top little push.
Just gonna deal with this mid lane as Seb continues to push in bottom. This combination of Seb and Jerix, by the way, is doing all the work in the world right now for OG. They both played this game very well so far as the buyback.
Blink silence on the Ninja Boogie, and here comes the Blink. It's going to land on to Thompson. Thompson does have his BKB activated, so now Ice instead goes for Anna. Tries to shield crash onto him, kind of misses. Anna's trying to dodge this pretty well, and he's doing his feet, just juking his heart out. Gets the Heart Piercer though, now he's going to be slowed down. It should be pretty easy for Moon to be able to pick up that kill, as well as Thompson. Throw down the Sentry. Oh, that's actually No Tail throwing down a Sentry. They don't have any reveal for Thompson. Eventually, Shadowblade's going to wear out. But now, the Rupture's gone, and he can TP away to safety. Bottom lane, they also caught... nobody, but they chased away the Furion. Yeah. His push.
Now Seb almost has the Bloodthorn. Gonna deal some serious damage there.
This did not feel like a game that OG was gonna win. With the early lead that Mineski had.
I know, I watched a game where Seb played recently, it was not great. But this game, and the game before, like the Veno game, he is definitely carrying in this series.
Yeah.
This game especially, like, I felt like this game was almost 100% over in favor. Like, I'm watching this Dro with a Blink Dagger and a Linken's.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's not losing is, it's just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
They are not going to punish that. Thompson is just dying. Like, whenever he shows on the map, he just dies. He was 0-6 or something like that for a really long time. This Nature's Prophet 9-2-5, 6,000 net worth ahead of anybody else in the game. His positioning has been flawless, is not dying. His item build is really solid.
Yeah.
Going for the second item BKB to protect his Orchid. Then going for the Shadowblade into the Nullifier. He makes it so that everyone in Mineski right now is suspect of dying, so they're just for the 5-mans.
That's creating a lot of space for them to be able to split push constantly, which you could see Thompson employing right now. There's TP back though.
Roots and run.
Just kind of a wild game, and I feel like part of it too is like all these item build things make a difference because Mushi's item build right now is not paying off. The whole I'll go for everything at once because I'm not really certain what I'm gonna do has really hurt them. Like imagine if that one time it was just a BK, it probably just lives, right?
Yeah.
Or if it's just pretty much anything. Like even if he just gets a Ghost Scepter, he'll live.
Not entirely sure if they're inside the Roshan pit, but they still have to deal with bottom lane. Seb is doing a great job of pushing in this bottom lane and forcing Mineski to always be looking behind them. They pop the glyph now. Seb knows the damage is already done. The treants are going to do a little bit more work. Unfortunately, it still hasn't been enough for OG to actually get inside the Roshan pit.
Nice thinking about rolling it up.
Bloodright reveals some of these heroes inside the Roche pit. That is the thing, that Mineski can play very patiently thanks to the fact they have an ability to give vision inside the Roche pit.
Yes. Jabs just has to be careful, but he's got a Blink Dagger. He's got to be careful in the sense that he just always has to be ready to move to the rest of his team again.
Right. Can he catch Jerix? Oh, he managed to get the urn on top of him. Jerix won't be able to blink himself away. Heart Piercer slowed down, now ruptured as well. And this is not a good time to get him picked off like this when you were just contesting Roshan so heavily, but Seb might be able to catch Mushi. Too late. Forces out the BKB at least. Couldn't get the nullifier in
just
time.
dead, maybe?
No-Tail's going to be slowed down by the Shivas. Mushi hoping and reaching for the Reaper's Scythe, but couldn't get it.
Goes for the Orchid first before he goes to the nullifier.
Moon is invis right now. He's got the extra rupture damage, but it is on cooldown for 25 seconds. They know where Ana is. Wait, what? Okay, go. Yeah. What?
Good times.
I don't know how to call play-by-play on two heroes staring at each other, Blitz. Help me.
I got you. I'll do your job as usual.
TP out from Seb. I would pay to see some Blitz play-by-play right now.
It's sick good.
Alright, give it to me. Thompson's hitting Roshan.
You just took my job from me again.
You gotta elaborate on that, man. Give me the details. Give me the descriptions. What does Thompson smell like right now while he's hitting Roche?
That's a really hard job to do what you do. They're all around this area. Nobody's really doing much. It's a stalemate.
Oh, the nullifier onto Mushi. They're gonna be able to catch him with the Son of Doom build. Great pickup from Seb.
The Bloodthorn does so much damage.
And now they can go into Roshan.
Now it's a free rush.
But they do have a buyback on to Necrophos.
Also, the Pango still... He does a good dance around that Roche pit.
Yeah, he certainly does. Which is why Big Daddy No-Tail wants to make sure there's no vision around here. He's going to give up his life for it. Does have the golden silence. He's going to pop it. He pops at the last second before he dies. Seth now comes into the back line. Does manage to kill the Crystal Main. Not sure if that's the hero that he really wants, but Moon, he's going to die pretty soon here. The Cold Embrace. Now the Winter's Curse gets laid out. Thompson's taking a lot of damage. They actually hit Ana, though, slowing down some of that damage from finally Mushi's here from his buyback. TPN going to be able to get the Reaper Sight on his dead. He's already dead now. The Pangalier's going to get caught by Jarix. Jarix jumps himself in. Jumps himself out with the Enchant Totem. Jan's going to be slowed down. Managed to get the Cold ahead of the stun, though. That'll buy just a little bit more time. He's instantly stunned by Jarix. Jump forward. They see Mushi, and they want him dead. They want that dieback real badly. Hit by the LSA, hit by the Fissure. Boom! Enchant Totem. Jarix is just dancing all over them while Seb is taking the lane of Rax. It's total chaos, and Mineski are losing in every single angle.
They don't have the buybacks anymore. The buyback on Mushi. He's gonna go into the Roshan pits. You were right, by the way. The Axe Earthshaker was so value.
2300 HP, a 5-second cooldown on that. I mean, which is a longer range than Blink.
It's hilarious just seeing him jump around.
It's a little close.
Jump, jump. Okay, so they've given Thompson the Aegis because, I mean, he's just died so many times.
Yeah. They need to protect him. He does not have buyback, neither does Sep, obviously.
Nobody's really got buyback. Moon does have the cooldown timer up, but doesn't have the gold for it. As Jarix's
gonna be spotted. Enchant Totem away, or bait them in! Even better, kill Ninja Boogie! Slaughter him!
Sep.
And now, ooh, whoa, that Force Staff on the Lotus Orb, that was a little weird.
He's gonna get ruptured, BKB popped, he's just gonna TP out.
Yeah, teleportation.
He's got his level 25.
Come
they
back
are
in,
losing everywhere.
Nice. Swashbuckles away ahead of the stun. They're just gonna have Vegas. One swift move and OG just dominate Mineski.
Alright. Jarix just kind of
he doesn't know how the game just went so well, so quickly.
It's really funny just watching this over and over again. I thought he needed something like a Lotus or a Force, but having his enchant as a escape mechanism is pretty great.
Yeah.
And now you've got a Linken's on this Lina.
You basically become a Sand King, you know?
Yeah.
You just play the in and out team fight.
All you have to do now if you're OG is not throw the game.
Yes.
Like, you're in such a good position. Just chill and you're fine.
Do not throw the game, OG. You need every single win to get yourself out of that trench. You are at the very bottom of your group, but after this, they would be, what, 3-7?
And if you look at it, the scores look kind of close. I mean, in fact, Mineski's winning in them, but you have to take into account that 9 of those deaths are no-tail. A third of the game's deaths are towards a no-tail. Like, how much gold is he really giving up every time he dies?
Yeah, no-tail no-tail definitely started that last team fight around the Roshan pit by just kind of running in.
I don't even know if that was that good.
Yeah.
He
still got off global silence, though.
Yeah. JRX is
Cheese?
gonna get the cheese.
No?
I think Seb wants an item. He doesn't have buyback, so he might as well.
Yeah. He's gonna go for AC, give himself some more armor, help everybody else out.
Why bother walking?
When you can fly.
Like, I wouldn't even walk this far. Just
Yeah. He's trying to figure out which neutral camps are still up. He's like, I think we've killed everything. 41-minute respawn neutrals. Now, plenty of things for Seb to continue to keep killing. Seb always looks really good on like the strategic-based heroes. You know, like the Nature's Prophet, where you have to have a strong understanding of how to move the enemy around.
Yeah.
Venomancer, I think, is very similar in that regard.
OG don't... I didn't watch OG, a lot of OG's other games, but they don't look as bad as I thought.
No.
Apparently, they only play the top 3 in their group. There's still a lot of Dota left to be played. Like, the majority of the games haven't been played yet.
Yeah.
So, this is where you start making your way back into things.
He played for the Juro Rangers. Is there anything
Also,
else big?
I don't know why he TP'd to this ancient camp when they were the ones that blocked it.
Yeah.
That was weird. Okay, Seb's
Gonna TP into the base, throws down a ward. Mushi panic BKB is seeing that. He's like, oh my god, I'm getting ganked.
scared as hell.
Wonder if he thought he was getting like smoke ganked or something.
Yeah, he was just gonna get echo slammed right there or something.
Yeah. I can't feel great. But, I mean, if you're OG, you're still not going to do anything until your buybacks are up, right?
Man, Ice. If I'm Ice, I'm pissed that I lose this game.
Yeah, you did so well.
I am genuinely so furious.
He was like 6-0 and 8 or something.
Yes.
Now he's 7-2 and 12. The man did really well in his lane, and then just like moving nonstop. It's like just trying to bail everyone else out, and it was working. Mineski was a like good 3K against a Juro Ranger lineup. Now they are facing Mega Creeps at 43 minutes in, 23 to 27, but a 21,000 gold lead for OG.
I have seen Mineski come back in these situations before, though. I think I've seen like 3 Mega Creep comebacks or something like that from them.
I mean, they just won the that game against Fnatic where they were down 20k. Not sure if they had Mega Creeps against them yet. I think it was 1 lane of racks they still had. What in the world, Moon?
What?
Just looking at his effigy. It's the Morphling one at the very top. It's just dead, I guess. GG. Alright, well, we're just gonna wait it out a little bit. We're gonna wait for 1.5 minutes where we'll have buyback from both Seb and Thompson. Probably wait for Roshan as well, which is not up for another potential 2 minutes. So, if you need a bathroom break before the exciting end of this game, this is probably the right time to do it.
They're just gonna chill, they don't want to throw. Everyone's gonna get buybacks.
Do we have level 25 talents yet? Nobody on Mineski. How about OG? It's 175 range for the Lina. We got the teleportation that we've seen so much. Juro Ranger does have the
They're smoked
CDR.
up. They're just taking a fight.
Yeah, they're gonna go for it. Double silence, but they're actually wrapping all the way up through the top lane here.
Could have maybe done something at
Seb
bottom.
kind of shows himself. Ethereal Blade onto Moon. That's gonna be a lot of damage. They already have the Rupture. Oh, they actually managed to get control of Seb. Seb may end up dying here. Reaper Sight, but no follow-up damage. Seb is going to be able to walk that up. BKB turning and fighting up against Mushi. He's kind of losing this fight. The Organ Nullifier comes out. Seb's trying to get away, trying to TP out. Is he going to make it? Winter's Curse. That's going to be able to stop it. And finally, Jarex finishes off his ally. Now, Jarex jumps onto the Winter Wyvern for vengeance, for being able to kill Seb. Jabs keeps himself alive with the Cold Embrace for a little bit longer. Meanwhile, they actually managed to kill up the Juro Ranger. Jabs, he's definitely dying here, but the rest of the team has to back up to be able to guard the throne against these Megas, so they can't help out their support.
Jabs in no man's land, as now maybe this makes them think twice, and they'll just go for the bounty runes and go for Roshan instead. As Jarex, do they know he's here? They're pinging around the area.
Money to burn.
Can they go for Roshan?
Who? Mineski?
Yeah. They can
no-
somehow get out of the base.
I feel like no way.
These Megas, they don't clear very quickly. Boy.
You can't lose your tier 4s in this position. Otherwise, as long as Sep has buyback, you can never leave your base.
Yeah. Man, you kind of want Radiance now on Mushi.
Regeneration.
Need more damage from everyone. Battle Fury built for Moon. He's facing up against Sprout, so it makes sense, and also needs to clear through those Megas.
Thompson looking for the courier.
Hey, saw it thanks to this ward right here, I believe. Well, if you're just now coming back from that bathroom break, apparently I lied. OG did try and take a fight before their buybacks. Not that it matters, though. They lost the fight. But Mineski are still stuck inside the base. There's that Battle Fury. That'll help push out things quite significantly. He's going to get his level 25 soon. Blood Right cooldown really helps clear through creep waves as well.
Roshan's still almost up. Anna has an E-Blade. Looks like he queued up a second one, too.
Just raw agility, huh? I mean, did you see that initially when he Ethereal Blade the Bloodseeker? He took a lot of damage. He was down to half HP.
So he's going for the double E-Blade Dro.
No Tail's got Lincolns. Nothing else. Nothing.
Double damage.
The Mega Creep battle just continues on.
15 seconds till Roshan. That'll kick things up a notch. Mineski cannot seem to get outside of their base to contest. So that's going to be Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shard for OG.
Sep just continues to do the I don't want to walk build.
Double Ethereal Blades. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that.
I've definitely not seen that.
Double damage for Sep makes short work Baroche.
They're gonna give him the Aegis too.
Yeah, double global silence for the next fight. Cheese for the Dro Ranger.
Pull roots and run.
Thompson leading onto Mushi. Already brought him low with a Laguna Blade. They do have the global sounds to be able to stop some of that. They actually managed to get the Lotus Orb Cold Embrace to be able to save Mushi's life a little bit longer. Ice couldn't do too much with that rolling thunder. Glyph goes down. Mineski hold against the Mega Creeps for a little while. They reset. Now the jump in. Anna tries to go up the silence. Mushi forced to pop his VKB. Managed to get the Shivas, but Zeb is turning and fighting him farther up. Thompson managed to get the Ghoul Scepter onto Ice. Just right clicks him down. Ice will die. And he doesn't have buyback. Double Echo Slam from Jarek's going to be able to finish off the two supports. Moon battling it out with Zeb. Reaper Scythe is going to be able to come in, but Moon still dies. And that's just the Aegis. Nice Enchant Totem stunning up the two with the silence coming out from Anna. Back into the fountain they go. Mineski and the throne will die. OG will 2-0 Mineski, bringing their group stage. It is back from the dead.
Ooh. I still sort of feel like Mineski should not have lost this game. Wasn't a big fan of Ice or Mushi's item build. Felt like Ice played this game so well, and yet they still didn't win. Felt like the combination of Seb and Jarex really carried them in this mid game. That game they had a battle back for.
Yeah.
And they managed to do it.
It seemed like both the offlaners were trying to carry the game. Because I did not really feel much out of Moon or Moon.
was 18% 3 minutes ago.
What was it, 80?
It was 18%.
Oh, for the Dire.
Yeah, for Dire.
Yep. Those bounty runes, man, and that Aegis, which they kind of didn't get to use for anything, but still have a cheese. Makes a big difference for the predictions for this game. But once this Radiance lands...
Oh god. They have a BKB onto Arteezy.
That is a very big item this game.
He looks totally unstoppable if he jumps, and you've even got a Dagon level 1 on the Pugna. They're just going to nuke everything down, and a double damage on a Tiny. Sure, why not? Everything, including the kitchen sink and the jump ball. He goes for it, there's a BKB, and deleting FY from the game. You'll have to buy it back, but that's that 10-second BKB. Wears off in 1. Fortification keeping their racks alive. The double damage from Samel, so there's another 10 seconds left. And now FY terrorizes. Get the hell out of my home is what he's trying to say. Charles is waiting. Blinks in. Burrow Strike catches out on 2. Needs to back off once again. He didn't bring in the epicenter and fly in so deep. They'll get rid of both the Tombstone plus the Undying. LGD's Rax is alive, but S4 back in again underneath the sentry ward. They'll take the range and they'll look for the melee. Good Burrow Strike. S4, he's got cheese. He'll use that first. Not the time lapse, and just Shikuchi's through. Chalice to find the kill. Double kill for Somnus. So there was the revenge before the time lapse was used. But a full lane of Rax on the bottom. The range Rax lost in mid. LGD's home is in trouble, but hilariously enough, only a 20k advantage remains after that.
The only hero they bought back was the Dark Willow, so they didn't really lose much in the way of gold, but they lost a lot in the way of potential gold now, because these lane creeps are going to be really annoying, less valuable. So, well, yeah, I think a big thing in that fight for LGD was just hang on.
Nice timing. They're going to drop the Nether Ward, but that's
he's dead.
That's okay.
Did you know that Pugna has 5 armor if it doesn't buy any items that give armor? And he died. Speaking of, that was a really quick reaction from FY.
Yeah, but he's inside the bramble too. Maybe he can get a root onto Ursa, but he can't outrun it. The slow.
So the fight in the Dire base, what was really important for EG was that Arteezy got such a good jump. He got the first quick kill with the Basher, and he forced Sankin completely away. So he kind of got a kill and a half almost in terms of that fight. Wyvern was not in the base. I was going to say, that's the counter they have to this BKB Ursa, is to try to curse him. Either curse him during Enrage, or curse him next to the Tiny, who had the double damage. But Wyvern was not in position, and Somnus was out in the jungle eating a creep with Death Pact. So actually, LGD were just not ready. They were not even in position to defend that lane of barracks.
Somnus, I think he just got himself a free kill. And he sees Fly. He reacted a little bit slower to it, so Fly can come underneath the tier 1 town for safety. But it's a little bit more blind on the map for Evil Geniuses. Their wards start to time out. They actually don't, in fact, if I see correctly, they don't have a single observer ward on the field. Just a couple of sentries, but at least they can see where Chalice is. The curse is there. Tiny will do almost no damage to Arteezy. So a curse being wasted. And no follow-up because they already put the Lincoln Sphere onto the Ursa.
Yeah, that's a pretty key cooldown actually. This curse is going to be important in the coming fight for LGD to try to hold on.
They're coming high ground.
Yep, they're going in.
Spectral Dagger. There's a melee Rax in the mid. Clink is just cutting
First
through.
tower of the game!
Doing it in Clink style. Back behind the creep wave. No backdoor protection for tier 1 towers available. And even at the fortification to slow it down, and FY nuked, gone, deleted.
Key kill again. Finding FY like they have with Arteezy and Sumail in these situations really opens up the fight a lot.
Yep. Somnus really wants to go. There's your Burrow Strike. Lincoln Sphere triggers instantly, and Arteezy capitalizes. Somnus, he's protected by the cold embrace, but they're draining out the magical damage. The protection does not last. The melee Rax is gone now, and they're rotating towards the top. EG, the slow march to a 2-0 victory over LGD.
Clinks has buyback, and Willow is up in 15. This is their absolute last chance of the fight. Curse will be available when Willow spawns. EG, what do they have? No Aegis, no Cheese, and no BKB on Arteezy, so they might still respect this and just back off.
They're going to be so happy about this.
Get all 4 bounties again.
Clink's Scythe is so heavily delayed because of this now.
Yeah, that's a really big buyback to expend.
That's why they were giving him space. That's why they had him out in the Radiant jungle farming up. They wanted to have his Hex. They want to have something against this Ursa warrior that they can lock him down before the BKB takes effect. And it's just taking forever to reach it.
Yep.
Same thing with Arme. Like, he's... Like, it feels confident for him to try and go for a Manta style here.
I think at this point with Spectre, you have to be ambitious.
Yeah.
You gotta get the most cost-effective item that you can get, and the Manta is... I mean, maybe you could buy a smaller item like a Blade Mail, but Blade Mail sucks against Ursa. That's the problem. Else I think he would buy it. But it's like, Ursa enrages, hits you, doesn't care. It takes like almost no damage during enrage, so you probably have to get this... What is the next item I can get that has like good components and will really change my game? And the Manta is that item, and the Yasha is that value.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what else you should buy. I don't see anything better, to be honest. There's nothing that will do what a Manta will this game.
Definitely seems rough. Roshan's going to spawn up potentially soon. 37 seconds until the possible spawn time. Radiant already burning their scan, feeling the people are sitting up on the hill. The scan did trigger on Somnus. But the Spec is making the most of it. This is her strength, right? You can join the fight from anywhere on the field, which means you can be very, very efficient with your farm timing. And EG, maybe they don't have the timer because he doesn't even possibly spawn for 15 seconds. They're looking real early.
Yep.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, you've got Chalice as well as FY running escort.
They feel like they've had enough. They're just gonna go top. Oh, gonna be some good damage coming in from the Nether Blast. It gets pinged out, so they do know that crit is here, and defense needs to come in quickly. This is going...
It's arriving for FY. They need to clean up the mid lane. The mid lane creeps allow them to just work it out, and there's your jump in! Wyvern has to instantly buy it back. The Curse Crown is on RTZ till Uzi stunned off as he's in rage. Wears off Chalice. The Terrorize trying to force RTZ to run back in. They put the Lincoln Sphere on him as well as the live from crit. So also stay in the world. The tower has 12 HP, but RTZ focuses on the kill. Then the tower. Spectre is down, buy back. Now you go into the Spectral Horn in the back lines. The Pugner is so low, the Radiance Burn was able to find the kill there. Crit sacrificed all of his life to give more Samel. S4. They walk. Nice, quick Shadow Realm. Somnus was giving extra information, then the Bramble. They look over towards Fly with the dust as well. Nowhere to really hide in this. And Fly, well, they give him the Lincoln Sphere. They try and protect it, but the Curse Crown, it does not block it. So they'll kill off the Death Tombstone, take the 2 hero kills, and Roshan opens up. Your tier 4 towers are taking damage, but right now you can't let him have Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Orb, and Somnus has the double damage rune. Swarm will come in. EG need to be able to contest its epicenter. Chalice, I'm waiting for him. The Fire Strike comes forth, but then the curse. It's only Weaver beating into an enraged Ursa, and Samel hits the backlines onto Somnus. LGD, I thought for a moment they had it, but I thought wrong. LGD, they actually get a couple of kills. I don't think wrong. FY in through the rear. And Armay strong enough to stand his ground and fight. Maybe not much longer. S4 still alive, and Crit just Dagons him. Remember me? I'm part of this game too. Four heroes down for LGD.
What an absolute mess that fight was.
Yeah, I want to watch that back in
chaos.
slow motion. What the hell just happened?
You know, Wyvern had really good intentions with that curse, and it kind of has to curse, I think, because else if he doesn't curse, the Spectre just dies, but I think he chose the wrong target.
Oh god. Crit's coming in for the rags. The tier 4 towers are going down because they knew it. They knew they had to commit so early to try and contest Roshan. It was that or the game was bust. And it's easy work for Crit, as well as S4. No one to really defend it. He'll Burrow Strike through. The Tombstone's down for Fly. You can terrorize them back. Defensive Yule Scepter, actually. Oh, okay. Dagon does a great job. You can say goodbye to the SK, and I think this game is done.
He cast Epicenter under the Nether Ward. That hurts quite a lot, too. Yep, that's Megas. What does Mr. Dota Plus say? 99%, Toby, there's still hope.
Is there 100% when the Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher all go to RTZ, which he's now going to
I would
do now? Say
that probably pushes it to 100. We'll see. I'm curious about this.
Watch the bar. Watch the birdie. Somnus is still dreaming. He needs 600 gold to get 500 gold to get inside.
91. Alright, sorry, 99. 91? They lost 10% chance of getting rid.
Well, there they go. He can sell off his scythe. Oh, he can kill Fly! He can kill Fly!
Not anymore.
Yeah, okay, not anymore. He's coming way too close to what's S4.
Yeah, that hurts.
Hex is up! Now's the time!
I got Hex, guys.
The dream is a reality!
Oh, there's a buyback on the Willow.
S4's underneath the sentry ward, and the Observer. They have good information. They do not have Epicent.
and they almost didn't have Arme. Blink forward from Arteezy, looking for his target, jumping to the back lines, and there's Clinks, and the damage, they still don't kill off the puck. Soul ripping back up, Somnus is on the run, the Terrorize, he'll buy a little bit of space, but Tiny, actually the Curse Crown. Somnus is able to outrun this. Charles, of course, did die for the cause, Undying, Arteezy, stop hitting him, too late. Next over lets the Splinter Blast go, so Undying will buy back to be part of this fight once more. Sumail did actually go down to FY, but the throne is under attack. Somnus, you can't sit. He's trying to get the death pact so he can come back out and come back in and try and fight. They're trying to get rid of the Nether Ward too. Arteezy, Curse Crown's on him. Somnus. Alright. Well, he finds another target. That's the dieback of Undying. He won't get back into this engagement. There's so much time is wasted. The game is done. They're delaying the inevitable. GG. Well played. A 2-0 victory for Evil Geniuses, and that the dream run for them in this group stage. They now go 9-1 for Group A, and they push them down even harder.
Dire team ban.
In favor. So this is a comfort zone pick. We've been mentioning it. It's not a surprise, but I don't think paiNgaming is ill-equipped to deal with
Correct,
it.
and they have the last pick as well. So if they, I have to assume you're playing VGJ Strom, you're ready for them to take Drow. They're an opener, specifically the Rana also telegraphs it, and you have a good base. You have to have a last pick now planned. I think if you're Storm, you got to ban one hero, and strangely enough,
They do have one ban.
it's Grand's biggest fear. Can you guess the hero?
Spiders.
True.
The Broodmother?
Indeed, that is your Drow counter, and that would also
They absolutely have
flawlessly.
It's gonna get banned, right?
It would flawlessly finish Payne's draft.
You have to ban it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that will be their one ban, and that's when these fourth picks are appropriate. When you have the one ban that causes you the problems.
Yep.
If you have two heroes, suddenly we've been seeing like we saw against Optic earlier, where they picked TA and you had Huskar or Veno, and they banned Huskar, you pick Veno, and the draft looks real rough. But in this case, I agree, Broodmother absolutely demolishes Drow as a concept. Also, the spiders are good against the Tombstone, and there's just no way they don't ban it.
Yep.
On the other side of Pain, what's their one hero they're afraid of? Clock. Oddly enough.
Interesting.
There has to be a range support in the pool that looks really nice.
That's what I was thinking too. Is that Storm is most likely picking something for MSS.
I like Witch Doctor.
Hey, and that would help the not pick heroes.
I think you need something more to deal with the Clinks than anything else. Like
Oracle.
I wouldn't mind. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind Avenge here.
Oh yeah, Avenge is still in the pool.
That's interesting,
Sometimes
right?
you just forget about these heroes when you see them first pick up.
And it's NA versus SA, right? So we know like these Chinese and SEA teams love playing Venge, but we're in a different meta.
True.
In these different teams, and I think it would be good, but maybe they did forget.
I think Willow's great too, because you don't die to Clinks.
She's dead. I mean, she's banned.
Willow's already banned.
Wow, yeah.
Bro, it's MSS. You think they're gonna let that
I don't
go?
necessarily like the reactionary save heroes against Silencer, but I think Venge just goes so well with their lineup. So I think the only thing about Venge is you don't deal with the Clinks all too well in regards to you can just strafe to dodge your stun.
Yeah.
I think it's just about the lane more than anything else. Like, CM's gone, Willow's gone. You don't want a Phoenix for obvious reasons. You're against Silencer Clinks. You could theoretically Wyvern. I wouldn't mind Wyvern just because Clinks is really the only damage output, and if you're able to just remove strafe with a timely cold embrace.
They ban Nature's Prophet. That is not a Broodmother. What if they just pick Brood right here by themselves versus Tiny?
I don't.
Is this not most certainly a Brood game?
That's the only hero I feel like Pain could have in their repertoire that like drastically.
They said we're gonna let you pick Drow. It's fine.
So why do they ban the Nature's Prophet here, in your opinion? Like, give me a decent reasoning.
Just the aggression that paiN's representing with their draft already, and
5 seconds
heroes like
remaining.
Drow need some time where they're not just getting dove all game.
Okay.
And so a hero like Prophet enables that in every lane, not just one.
Gotcha.
It's also, again, it's just great synergy to have global heroes with Invis heroes. Because Clinks scouts out an opponent, like Tusk is running through the jungle all by himself. And then a Clinks pops out as he snowballs at you. And then there's a Prophet ulti TPing in, and then you kill the tower as well.
Whoa.
Preemptive dealing with the Brood.
I think that's a support Sven.
No, it's a support Sven unless they pick Brood.
Even then, I think it's support
No,
Sven.
you're picking core. You make it a core and you make Mirana support.
I think
If it's a
MSS
core-
I
If they
agree.
pick Brood, this will be a core Sven support Mirana. That's pretty genius if you ask me.
I kind of agree, because I've seen MSS actually play Mirana in pubs a lot lately, so I could definitely see that being the case.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think if it's just a standard support Sven, I think the max Warcry, it's 60% uptime on plus 20 armor to your team.
That's good.
You remove Clinks as a source of damage.
Let's see if they do it. No, they go Winter Wyvern. Whoa, what?
Core Wyvern?
Core Wyvern?
Or is it Core
Tavo
Silencer?
Wyvern, I've seen him do it. Yep.
Tavo Wyvern.
Yeah,
like
so
it.
it was a support Sven that was planned to be potentially rotated to a core if Broodmother was picked.
But it's still support.
But now that Broodmother's not picked, it's a support.
Yes.
And I think that's what they're doing. Obviously, no way to guarantee it. But it is nice in terms of the utility it offers against the heroes of paiN. You can't really get bursted by Tiny all that well. You can build, obviously, like you said, the max Warcry against the Clinks damage.
Yep.
And it is a great pick, but
It's
not a good pick based on what we just talked about before.
That's true. Uh-oh, Kyle.
But it's not enough.
Okay.
It's like the price is right.
Are you talking about the Sven pick or the Wyvern pick?
The Sven I love. The Wyvern is
pick.
nice. It addresses like the Drow. It's a nice counterplay. But that sound we just heard is pretty representative of his impact once the VGJ Strom Death Ball gets going, especially considering there's a Necro and a Mirana. Wyvern doesn't do enough.
How do they deal with Tombstone? I know they have Strafe, but
that is the
you don't want
thing.
to Strafe to hit a Tombstone.
The cool thing is that you don't miss on any attacks, so even the high ground tombstones that SVG loves to place don't really affect the
Why don't
Wyvern
you
when he's
miss?
in
Oh,
Q.
Wyvern, okay.
Wyvern Q, yeah.
Okay.
So he could go like this Mask of Madness build and just like kill the tombstone, but at the same time, it's just rough. Where's the damage output from paiN?
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's much.
It's just the lack of wave clear combined with what feels like a lack of team fight DPS against arguably the team that plays Drow best in the world. I don't want to say there's like an over-under on how fast Storm wins this game, but
it could be a quick one, you think?
I'm just going to not... Correct. That was actually my first LAN in Dota.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
We had a lot of...
That makes you the man, I think. You just skip all those other, like, see you later, Starladder. I'm a TI, baby.
There's nothing else I can think of that would make him man.
Yep. HFN, he's just dancing with his bow up there. HFN, he's one of those guys I love. He is such a good player too. Like if you watch him play, usually I'm preferable of one of his like more slarky type heroes, which Clinks could be like, but this guy knows what he's doing. You go in a game, and if you want to watch someone like Ame or someone, you go watch an HFN replay. You learn something different.
A keynote here. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's fine. You do it a lot.
I do. Does Sven stun still hit? I think it works like Alchemist stun against Clinks.
Yes.
It misses, but then the AoE hits, right?
Indeed.
So, nice pick against the Clinks, not only for the armor, but also for a hero that sets up the Mirana stun with a hero that doesn't get disjointed. Something that's different about the Venge, as we mentioned, is if they have the Mirana Venge, you can't set up kills on Clinks if he has strafe off cooldown.
Oh, well, this is going to be not like last game. Remember, all the runes were contested last series, and this one, you each just get 2, whatever.
Yeah, both teams have the ability to stun in order, or do a lot of damage at the runes, so you don't want to take the punish. Drow's not a hero that ever wins favorable trades at level 1, and then you also have the Sven Mirana combo that they're not going to bother to mess with.
Do you think VGJ Strom has paiN muted, or do you think they enjoy the spam?
I'm 95%
I think SVG
sure
has
they're
it
all
muted.
Yeah, they
I know
all
at
have
least.
them muted.
Yeah. And that's still one of my favorite parts when everyone was muted, because then they were like, you guys ready for the pause? And they had to wait for the admin to come back to tell them yes, because they just had them all muted. It's great.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty surprised Tiny didn't fort the mid lane when Necro used his Death Pulse for the range creep. That's something I feel like has been very common whenever somebody uses an ability to get a range, because Tiny has so much deny damage. But so far, I feel like Necro's going to win the war of attrition in this lane. So even though Tiny will be able to farm,
the Death Pulse just does too much damage.
Yeah.
It's 100 damage, level 1.
And the early Heartstopper aura, especially. That is
just
a look at
160
go.
damage trade, more importantly. You're healing yourself as well if he ever tries to
Nice deny, though.
Oh, taking a little tower damage.
So are you surprised it's a middle Yawar Necro instead of the Mirana?
Oh my gosh, Tiny's in so much trouble. No, I'm not. I think Necro is way better as a matchup against the Tiny, because while you do get out-hit, you harass a lot better.
Well, I missed first blood top. Sorry, it's MSS. Taking him down.
You want Mirana and Sven together for those reasons. You see right there.
Yeah.
Clinks is a great laner, but if threatened, not so strong. Because you just die. You need to be auto-attacking to be effective.
This is the problem with Sven, though, right? His mana pool.
Yep.
Like, you just mango suicide and then just continue to do that.
It did get buffed.
Yeah, exactly. It used to be 140 every level. Now at least scales up by 10 till that 140.
So do you not level it in this game? Oh my goodness, I missed the kill. We actually kills Yawar middle after we were talking about not. Okay, I'm struggling here. I am struggling. I will admit it. I'm back.
Grant, can you please
I'll
back
focus.
up Forever Grant?
I will focus right now. That is a kill in each lane. VGJ Strom is up 2-1. There's a haste rune top. And my bad, yeah, look at this Tiny. 9-7 versus 5-1 after we were just talking up this Necro. And he's getting handled now.
Yep. Well, you win the lane by attrition, but you're always
he's suiciding. He's just suiciding.
True.
I've mentioned that Weehaw is quite scary on this Tiny. He knows he has been spamming this hero in pubs.
Yep.
And he is quite comfortable exactly knowing the limits of this hero, when to go for kills. He always goes for the 1-1-1 build into max avalanche. And he plays hyper aggressive, so we should be paying more attention to the mid lane for like possible rotations, even from Tusk semi early on. But for the moment, these supports are glued to the side lanes because heroes like Clinks are just fragile.
It's more the Wii style as well. Like back when he was finding his best success on DC, TI6, he was playing the aggro cores and trusting Resolution to play more of the late game.
Oh, stun comes out on Tusk. Is there an arrow? There's not just some right click. They're going to lead 40S Snowball. He can stop a little bit. He actually rolls away from him. Nicely done. He does healing salve up, but will he get chased down? Duster, meanwhile, dies bottom. MSS wants his kill so bad. Throws the stun. One more auto tech will be enough. And meanwhile, there's more going. Tavo's getting right-clicked by SVG. Oh my goodness, he needs one more auto tech. Will it happen? He jukes up with the tree. And this might just be a kill. Tavo. That would have been a big kill. That is their off-laner.
2 salves used, though.
Yep. So that's going to be rough. It is, and you look, it's a 1k lead for it's more than 1k lead for VGJ Strom. What happened? Middle, though, it's looking like Weehaw wants to get this kill, but he won't. And look at that, he's going to pop his healing salve while he's Ghost Shroud, and he's just going to run forward. Is this a kill?
He's got Fairy Fire?
He has Fairy Fire. One more attack should be enough. No, he'll Fairy Fire that one.
But he has to go back to base when there's 6 creeps for the Necro.
Yep, alright. I don't know about tanking tower 4 times, but...
Yeah, I mean, you're a Necro.
True. He should get that deny as well as the last hit. But he'll just go for the last hits here. Weehaw, he's playing so aggressively. Nice stun, though.
Drawing this is really important that he does this. Otherwise, this tower's taking a lot of damage and he's missing a lot of XP.
I was going to say, that would have been a win almost as big as the kill that Weehaw got earlier, but because he was able to just pull the creeps back, not lose any XP or really even much CS.
He's double salving in order to stay in his lane.
That might be a little excessive. But that's the strength of Necro and why he wins this matchup, because you force so much regen to be purchased if you want to stay in this lane.
I mean, you're looking at the levels, right? He hasn't hit level 5 on Necro. Meanwhile, Tiny's almost 5 3/4 right now.
And that's after the kill. That's just the change in the matchup. He knows he has no mana. That's why he's willing to man up on him, even though he's behind in levels.
Oh, and he used it after Ghost Shroud. Mistimed that a little bit.
This is a lane where if you're ahead on the Tiny, even in levels or possible CS, you're gonna be behind in net worth because of all the regen you have to ferry out. So that net worth, that bottle doesn't actually make you stronger, right?
Yeah. What do you do on this Sven as support? We missed the kill. SVG goes down to Tavo, trying to suicide for a rune. They hit him with the taunts. The tips, pardon me. What do you do as a support Sven? Sorry, like throughout the game, you just give your team armor? Is that it?
That's it. That's all you do.
That's
and
it?
you closing speed. You know, what does Wyvern Silencer susceptible to? Reach. You want to be able to get on top of them, land your spells, and take them out first. And the front line of Pain is mostly just the Tiny, and he's going to be initiating, not really guarding his back line. So if they can just get on top of this Wyvern, I mean, there's no real counterplay.
Yeah, bottom line.
This quiz time. What's he gonna build?
Yeah, but look at this. Tavo is getting taken down. SVG and Rezo, but look at Duster doing so much damage. They're actually trying to turn it around. Resolution is looking to fall. He gets healed up by SVG though. Do we have another K? It is. It's a double and a two-man Gus.
Oh
this is going to be a turnaround because guess what? The Tombstone was eating him alive that entire time.
Yeah, it's a drought lane that's winning.
He saved that skill point too. Beautiful play by Resolution.
Yep.
Not many players are going to be willing to do that. Saving, you know, instead of getting that little extra bit of damage, he's like, hey, what if I get this ability that might just turn around and give me a double kill?
That's good.
That's good.
I would say that's good.
The damage.
That's
hitting so hard.
That's true. But oh, Duster. Uh-oh, look at SVG. He's just swaggering up with his double damage.
And meanwhile, top as well. Crazy engagement going on between these two. Like heavy trades. Manages to get the stun off before he dies, but he can
like bottom lane though.
Value.
They're diving. SVG. He
top lane.
Is his new thing? What about top?
One hit.
Almost lived.
Yeah, but you can see on the mini map that no one's near him.
I agree. The death isn't so big a deal because you end up giving 4, maybe 4.5 bottle charges. So that's one thing. Whenever you fill bottle, just give the one charge because you almost never get that second tick off.
Yeah, so you're wasting about half.
Exactly. So instead of giving like 4 total, you give them like 3 1/3. It's just not worth it.
No, I just noticed with that double damage on Undying, I didn't know it worked like that. You decay, it doubles that damage because it's your base strength.
Yeah.
And I just never noticed that because I never see Undyings get double damage runes, I guess.
Yeah, it helps on heroes like Slark as well.
Oh, and look at this Snake King. Will he use the leap? That's one. He's going to give him the warp. He has another leap just now. He won't use the up, but the double stun coming out. He's going to now arrow the clings. Oh my goodness, I don't know about that one, Snake King. That was an aggressive play.
Even if he got the leap off Starfall, he didn't have the mana for Starfall. So.
And there will be a quick pause by Snake King, a crash. And so let's talk about middle lane. Almost level 7 Necro. We have a level 7 Tiny already. Another flask being used to heal himself, pardon me. When does Tiny stop buying regen?
Never, if he wants to stay in this lane.
Yeah, whenever he doesn't want to be in the lane anymore.
What's net worth right now?
Net worth, it's actually, Necro is up by only 200. So it's not too terrible
He's up
for
by
Tiny.
2 CS, so it's one of the, on Tiny is down by only 2 CS and a kill. So effectively he's ahead by 5 CS on Tiny, and he's down in net worth. That just shows the regen factor.
It does, but still being down 200 gold in this lane. I'm sure
it's not bad at all. He's ahead in
yeah.
levels, so I'm just simply saying that that's the cost of playing against Necro.
Yeah. The cost of being a boss.
We have quite a skilled Tiny and mid laner, so nothing less than expectations from him.
We haven't talked too much about Silencer. Does go for a point in the ore, playing a little more aggressive. Does he ever rotate, or does he just sit bottom the whole game with Tavo? Do you rotate as Silencer?
He's not a rotator, and he's also, like, Necro isn't exactly a hero to rotate on with Silencer, but he's also in a lane that Drow is pretty much secured as a victory.
If you see his ward by King RD just spotted him, that whole time they are going to try to dive Tavo, they're not.
Yeah,
and instead it's going to be a roll-in over here on Snake King. They're going to pop out the armor, so Snake King not taking too much damage. King RD is taking a ton. He does get trapped, and they should get this kill. Snake King last round. Click will get him. And with that, Aquila doing a ton of damage already, as you guys have talked about previously. So what does Pain need to do here? Because they just Yeehaw as well as King RD, and they seem to be winning almost all 3 lanes currently. Bottom even yet. Look at this. Winter Wyvern's going to get chased over the hill. SVG is ready to go. He has 10 stick charge. He's ready to K. He probably wants to give it. No, he doesn't. He'll take it.
This Drower is really coming online. Every level's about 9 damage for his whole team.
And he doesn't even have max percent currently.
Mad Dude's top tower gonna fall
And you just... This is what you're afraid of playing against the Drow lineup, especially VGJ Storms. And this is the strength of their Undying as well. Like, their lanes are so strong.
Yeah.
You can't abuse them. You make a couple mistakes, all of a sudden you've actually lost every lane. Even though they all look favorable for Pain at the jump.
And this is very similar to what they always do, right? He rotates, he'll clear this, he'll shrine, then he'll just push that top tower.
Yep. And it's a really good play. I think a big part of Drow is knowing when to leave the safe lane.
and you always go towards the top lane because that's the safest part of the map. This ancient trio for each side of the Dire and Radiant, and it also makes it so that if the opponent rotates on your safe lane, which is where they usually want the pressure, you'll be closer to the opponent's safe lane tower to trade.
And the timing's great too because they're getting a pull off. So
SVG, he just dies.
We're gonna have a double wave for top push as well because of this pull to the hard camp, which is really nice. Unless maybe King RD, is he gonna drag the creep wave?
Yep,
he is. That's very nice. 10-minute catapult was about to spawn. Runes, you do lose bounties here, but you're gonna get bottoms. It's all good.
Looks like a 2-for-2 trade there. Rezo trying to farm up that level 8 right now, but MSS, he says, nah, I'll help Leech experience.
That was a really important play by King RD. Both in these types of games, your supports are delegated to being the sacrificial lambs to defend their safe lane towers as long as possible. And it looks like Undying has given up after dying once, even though I guess Wyvern's just not a hero that's going to pressure, so he's fine with letting her be bottom. And Drow, level 8, maxed out aura. They're choosing to fight this.
Oh, they are. They're going to roll into Resolution. But here we go. MSS gives them all armor. It's going to be a 2-man gust on the backside. Tusk losing all his HP, but not quite dead. MSS actually in a little bit deep by himself now. Looks like he might just go down, but they are invis. He goes invis the last second. He's still alive, but not for long. He's actually going to throw out a stun. King RD, could he go for the snipe? Oh my goodness, he misses. Tusk gets the kill instead up at the top lane. Tavo and Resolution going at it. He does pop a healing salve. It will get canceled now. It looks like about 2 more hits. No, looks like 2 more. Now it's 1 because of the decay. And I don't know about this. Yeah, he's running in. If he gets a combo up, definitely could be a kill, but he's running out now. SVG here.
In trouble now.
Ward placed. Yeah, we are taking a lot of. Is this going to be a Reaper? It sure should be if they can find. And there it is. I don't think it's going to kill though. It will not. And now the roll is going to come on Rezo. HFN doing so much damage. Weehaw and Rezo drop. King RD will die to Snake. Yawar, pardon me. And they'll just get out.
Thing is,
no dust.
The issue with playing against Drow strats is you take these fights, yeah, you get a somewhat favorable trade in that you killed the Drow, but your tower's already dead.
It's gone. Like, you didn't defend anything.
Exactly. So
you're not getting anything else on the map.
Yeah, you can't trade against Drow. You need to beat him. Especially if you don't have some hero such as Spectre or PL that eventually gets to the point. Slark and Spectre are probably the big two. If you don't have one of those, there's no timing where you actually win the game or fight. So you got to be coming out ahead. And I've seen Storm win a lot of games with these heroes and in this manner.
Yep. Well, maybe minus the supports fan.
True.
A little different. But like you said, it just helped their draft so much because it ruined a hero for the other team.
What's his skill build right now? Is he
on Sven? It looks like he's maxing stun still.
Okay, that's alright. I think you max your E now and leave it at 3 points, but it's fine either way, really. The stun does scale very nicely.
This Sven pick was absolutely genius. It denied the Brood, and then it also gave a stun that wasn't disjointable in lane by Clinks to set him
exactly.
So this pick is mind-blowing if you really think about it.
You needed a way to negate Clinks' damage.
Oh, middle lane. This is a big fight. They actually grab it, but he has flown out his Hooded Defiance, which will save him a little bit. Do we have a Soul Rip? We sure do. It's going to save Necro. And the arrow actually finds King RD on the back, but they'll back out. And I'm sure VGJ Strom is like, wow, I don't know how we survived there, but we did.
Nice discipline though to save the wand. I appreciate that because that represents 500 plus healing in a team fight. There's no need to use it just to, and that's something even I would do at times where you're just like, oh, I'm half health, I want to just stay on map, but it would hurt you in the next fight.
If you want to learn wand usage, Miracle is by far the best player in the world with wand usage. When I study him, I'm like, I would use wand here, and then he doesn't use wand. He does that so often. It just shows the importance of these types of items and maximizing efficiency. If you don't have to use it, you're gauging exactly what you're going to die to, then save it.
Yep. I was going to say Grant would probably have a good idea on wand usage, but then I remember Grandolph didn't use a wand.
That's true. It's a lot of little items like that, right? This. How much does wand cost, by the way?
$450.
$450, and that item is so important, especially to a Necro. It's almost a 500 heal, right? That's just crazy.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, it's because Ghost Shroud increases
healing by 75%.
It's restoration as well. That means mana is increased by
and HFN, look at this. The Tombstone goes down top. He is going to get God Strength on. Will they get the Reapers? They do. It's a 47-second kill. Look at this. Burn gets instantly placed on Tusk. They're going to look for more. No ball.
Oh, the arrow on the Wyvern.
Does it, the Wyvern. Yep, over there. They get the kill now. King RD is going to get chased down, and man, we talked about team play from VGJ Thunder. Looks like the sister team VGJ Strom just as good. They're right place, right time, right?
High ground tombstone, your fight's done with. Like, it's
right
that
there.
simple.
You're not killing it.
SCG, best tombstone placement in Dota, 100%. And part of it, I think, is because he's captain, and he always brings his team. And he did max his. I like it. I like it. 3-point stun is the most efficient. Yep.
And you know what's the best way of finding kills is knowing what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
To a big camp, 'cause if they know Clinks, what's he going to do? He's going to go eat a big creep.
Yep.
And they find him at the big camp right as he's trying to use his death pact, and that's the kind of little things that are insanely enjoyable.
All right, so what do? You're paiNgaming. You don't even. You have a Tiny who can creep clear and shove waves as well as top winner Wyman. But where's this Clinks game at? Like, what does he do? What should he do, I should say?
Well, first he could start by buying one of the 5 Mithril Hammers he's got lined up.
Those are good.
Then he's going to have to...
So he's got a Deso, BKB, Maelstrom, and a Satanic coming.
Yes.
True.
Got it.
If he gets all those, I think they'll have a shot. But at the moment, you have the typical issue you run into against Drow lineups, which is your towers have died, you've lost map control.
Where do you go now?
And the next move for Storm is just to collapse and take the tower, set up the Roach, then they clean out... Like, how many times have we seen it? They take mid tower, you get Roach, kill the tier 2 mid, you push a couple waves, walk bottom, kill those towers. Now you're suddenly 10-something K ahead. Wait for BKBs, go end the game.
They're going to be like 15K ahead this game.
Yep.
Well, bottom tower is taking a lot of damage right now. Necro just full heals up there, you see, and they do get a tower. Unfortunately, it goes to the Dire and not the Clinks himself. Yeah, it's just snaking.
Drower on the catapult?
Yep, and he's very good at being greedy. It's definitely a snake type play. Like,
yeah, Drower's on the catapult. That thing chunks the
oh, and here's the greed. Oh my goodness, he will get away.
4-staff.
Yep, and he's gone.
Wow. They're all itemizing to just stay on the map and then be unkillable. I love it. Hood's 4-staff on the
one more hit.
4-staff on the Piranha. They don't need anything because they have a Drower.
I love it too because
items not to die.
It's just so nice because they're already middle, so that tower dies just thanks to snaking space. And now they just chill. Look at the map control. Look at where the creep waves are on the map right now. Top, mid are just. Can you draw me a little circle, Grant? Like let me. No. Yeah.
Well,
no, like the map, like the whole thing.
What? Was that?
Yeah, that husk. That's.
All right. Will they find him?
They found him.
They found him, and he's. Oh my! Dude, a minute. Like as a support at 17 minutes in, you're dead for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's super effective as well. Because that's the captain of Pain.
Yep.
And he has extra time to complain to his team that they're not doing the right things. However, in this situation, I don't really know what those right things are due to the fact that I have unfortunately given VGJ Strom Drow.
Yeah.
And Ego Mask of Madness, so that is the Tombstone Slayer. The issue is that silences you, and then you're unable to use
your ulti.
Exactly.
So you have to ulti first and then kill the Tombstone, which is very tough to do if you get initiated on, especially.
I've heard 0 armor is a little rough against Drow lineups.
That as well.
He's actually -1, right? Because it's 8 armor now?
Yeah.
You hit me with the math.
It's a fine item. It's just... I point to Storm just knowing how to play Drow. I think at the moment Rezo left the bottom lane ahead with a couple of kills under his belt and then just takes top tower for free, like, all of a sudden Drow, they're activated and they're good to go. And it's just so hard to stop them because every pick-off, every minor skirmish that VGJ Strom wins becomes a tower and extra gold advantage because they're just farming so much of the map.
Alright, so is there any way somehow that Pain could sneak a Roche? Can they somehow like get 1 or 2 kills, get map control, and just sneak a Roche with this Clinks with Deso, or no? Or they just get a play from behind the rest?
Do something like that, something extreme at this point. The game's going to just keep slowly getting out of hand for them, slowly gaining net worth advantage for VGJ, and VGJ is just going to establish for us, they're going to say, we're going to build these certain items, and we're going to walk into the Roche pit.
Oh, top snaking. Ooh. If he got that attack up on Weehaw, could have been a little bit of trouble. But now Weehaw's actually coming back this way. I don't think you can kill the Mirana with this combo, but if you get +1, which King RD is coming up, looks like Snaking will instead just leave.
And he's got the full Hurricane Pike.
Splits up the Aquila, as most people do. And they're going to vanish. Oh, they want to go for this kill on Weehaw. But he backs out. So both teams playing pretty cautious and smart.
They just have so much map dominance. The waves are pushed in. They're right under this ward as he uses the shrine.
This is the kill that will lead to Roche if they get it.
Look at SVG, he's looking. Over here, we're going to find the stun. It is going to be on Weeout. Obviously, has a status resistance, but it won't be enough. They're going to kill the Tiny. Looks like a nice touchback. He can't get the Reaper Scythe. He won't get up, so he will be dead a little less, but Duster goes down. Can't use the global over here. I believe MSF is just zoning everyone currently, and are they just going to go to Roche, or are they going to push out middle, or both? Looks like both.
And that, again, you're taking fight the same spot. As soon as the tombstone goes down on the high ground, that's it. It's curtains for pain. You just gotta get out.
Do you like the no cast range or health regen at level 10 on Undying?
Yeah, I think Max Soul Rift's more value.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's one of those little things.
Cooldown.
Okay. Oh, you're right. That is very good. Oh, look at this. Winter Wyvern does get a nice ulti up. Necro. Micro down. He gets healed up. SVG wasn't in range, and he saves his life. And now Snake King wants to go in. He's going to leap forward, but King RD, he's ready to go. He's Arcane Curse. He'll leave the punch. He does, but another save because of that 6-second cooldown on SVG. We get a seat in action right when it happens, and SVG saving his team multiple times.
That's Value Town, right?
Actually, we get to learn as we go. Thank you, SVG.
Well, some of us learn, some of us teach.
I learned, yes. Thank you, Teacher Kyle.
No problem.
Uh-oh. Up here, SVG, can he save himself? He's hasted. He does not care. He's actually going to go back in. Stun's going to fly. Obviously, won't last too long, but Resolution here is hitting like a damn truck. And see you later, Weehaw. This is looking to just be a soon-to-be-over game. It's just tough, right? Because Klinks isn't... I mean, he's not a come-from-behind hero. That's the problem, right? Like, if you have another hero who can defend high ground, that's not Klinks.
Yeah,
that's not Klinks at all.
Top, like we said, and then you're going to take mid-tier 2, and then you're going to walk bottom. As already mentioned, it's just going to be formulaic.
Whoa, is he taking a stack? Or, no, just one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do the same thing over and over again.
Why not?
Yep.
I'm not sure about Tranquil. Wouldn't Tread still be better on Sven, even support?
I had the same thought a little while ago, and I agree, but at the same time...
It's MSS.
Yeah. He wasn't expecting to be this far ahead, I don't think.
He's going to have a blink after this, which is crazy. Bottom lane, it looks like they are looking. It's Snake King. He finds Tavo. This Reaper Scythe is ready to go, but Tavo, smartly enough, is running back. Uh-oh, and there we go. They're just going to look for it. That's going to be... Oh, my goodness. Bottom lane. Resolution kills King RD. Can they stop HFN? No, because they don't see him. Duster, though, on the other side.
Oh, no,
he can down, and, well...
He's got phase boots, though.
He's does. Running. He's trying. Look at the damage from Snake King. Please stop it. And it's a 4-for-0 trade, just like that. 3-for-0. Pardon me.
And you don't necessarily have to follow the formula if you're just killing people across the map in every different lane. And this is what happens when you're this far ahead. You can get away with murder.
Still literally,
not figuratively.
Yeah, I love this though because they acquire. It's all about just pushing the top wave, pushing the mid wave, and then collapse bottom as 5. You don't want to give away free XP, and they're just so ahead they can play all these positions. Good ward from SVG.
Oh, bottom lane though, they are going to find the kill. Looks like a pretty decent one. Up on the Necro, that's 677 gold, but now there's about to be a sort of big fight, it looks like. Tombstone already goes down to the high ground, Kyle. You always say it's over. Can they get downtime? No, Duster's dead instantly. King RD, can he get a snowball up before Sunset? It looks like he's doing a good job of fogging him, but he's get a snowball onto Resolution. Probably still going to die. They're chasing one on the backside as well. We're going to watch. King RD will end up going down. Can they find HFN? This would be the big kill, but it looks like he will get away with the extra move speed. Nah, he's not over there, Snake King, as he looks. I have Scotty next to Miranda.
And you can see how he's playing. He's just literally camping a high ground, waiting to drop Tomb.
Yep. Just that's it. And he doesn't care if he's not even dying. He doesn't care if he dies, but he's like, I'm not going to die, okay.
And why is it at nighttime that Tombstone on the high ground is so nice?
Because it gives the same vision, day or night.
Yeah.
Okay, Kid Cudi.
How much vision does it give?
1800.
That's correct.
Actually, if you didn't know, it gives 1803 if you actually test it in test mode, yes.
Is that the Spire part of the lore?
Yes.
It has 3 windows?
I'm not kidding, this, Jim.
Yeah, 3
No, I'm kidding. It's 1800.
Okay. I thought it might be the 3 window factor that you were talking about yesterday.
No, it's not, but that would help.
Okay.
Yes, and you see this Mirana, right? We already see Snake King doing so much damage with no damage items, right? It's the Mirana, or the Drow factor, and you just get an eye of Scotty?
Yes, that is what it is called.
Yes.
But at the same time, we saw this build yesterday, or was it the? Yeah, it was yesterday that Snake King did this, right? He just built Hurricane Pike and I think a BKB Scotty.
He built BKB first, yeah.
Yeah, and he just tanks up because that's what the damage does for you. You don't need it.
That's why you talk about this Drow lineup. VGJ Strom plays it so well. It's because all their players know how to. It's not just playing the Drow, it's playing with the Drow, as Kyle says.
Well, if you're giving your teammates an advantage, it's not only important that you understand what you're doing for your team, but that they understand what you're doing for them.
And that's where SVG comes into play, teaching his young teammates.
Yes. He's also incredibly good at cornhole.
Yes.
But I just realized
Lotus
the inaugural Cornhole Championships actually have 3 players in this game round.
They do, but look at this. They might find the next one. He does get his Lotus Storm off. Oh no, and King RD traps his own team. Now they're going to turn it around. Look at the Radiant team. They are converging. The 2-man tombstone. Is he going to ulti him? Oh, you bet he will. Tavo goes down to Snake King as well over here. Oh my goodness. It was on point like Icicle, but they're going to move around. He's trying to run away. He won't have another blink. He's trying to another. Whoa. He has the urn on him. They're trying. MSS gets the stun off. Duster gets a nice 3-man arcane curse, but it's not going to matter. They're just going to run down. Tavo buys back. Who's he going to ulti? Who? Oh, it will be MSS, but look at that. With the buckler armor as well, he will die to the Splinter Blast, but now Winter Wyvern. Oh, the uphill miss. I believe that probably would have been a kill or very close.
And they go high ground if he dies.
And look at this. It is a buyback from Tavo, a buyback from Weehan, now HFN. He's like, maybe I can get a sneaky little kill here, but doesn't look like it'll happen. That's one of the things of Drow, not just like activating your aura to push towers, just pushing in lanes with your aura in general. SVG, he will just die there. Looked like he got force-staffed by Yawar, but it won't be enough.
I will be proud. He has a buckler.
Dude, I actually had that thought.
It's fire.
You know me too well.
Yeah. Casual buckler against heroes like Clinks, and when you're just... What else are you going to buy? You ain't getting anything.
Hey, it's the most gold efficient armor item, and also gives 2 armor to your team.
Yeah. You ain't going to Keeler or anything like that, so...
So, when does VGJ Strom attempt to go high ground? Is it just second Roche timing per normal?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, you just corral them in their base. You're going to slowly establish map control once all of your heroes are alive again, and you say, we're drawing a line. When they cross it, we kill them. Otherwise, we wait for Roche.
All right, makes sense.
They
starve them out.
They force buyback. It's just tough because you're pushing into Wyvern. You're against a silencer, and Clinks still does output enough damage to take out someone in the duration of those lockdowns. And so if like Clinks and silencer kill one guy, and the Wyvern ult kills another on the side, like you will lose a fight. So there's no reason to pressure too hard. You're out farming. Get your core items.
What are these levels? That's the thing, right? We have 3 level 3 ultis on the Radiant, and Clinks still struggling for his, but I think is the big sad point of the game here. He's only level 15, only a Blink Echo Saber going for a Shadow Blade. He just feels very underfarmed middle lane. Looks like they're going for the... They're going to find it. He is going to pop the BKB. He's going to try to turn it on Rezo, who is going to force step away. They're snowballing in. Weeha's there. He is going to get him, but he punches him in the air after he force steps. The tombstone is up on the hill now, and look at this still. Mirana taking so much damage. Mirana is going to go down. Resolution is just melting him now, but now he's trying to run. He's going to get healed up by Tavo a little, but MSS on the backside doing so much damage. They're trying to kill the tombstone uphill, but it struggles so hard.
You missed, man. How good is his placement? Every single fight.
Yeah, I know.
And he also has level 15, so if he dies, he'll have more placement.
Yep, he will.
Tombstones.
And he can. What if he gets a blink up on the hill to die on? The value. But they're just pushing a base now. No Treant in this game. Cold. They're just gonna find Duster immediately. A nice save by King Ardir. Did he get himself killed? No. But it doesn't look like anything else will happen. It'll be a buyback from Silencer, but unfortunately, without Arcane Curse, he doesn't do much on the backside. Though HFN's looking, he does get MSS. That isn't a core Sven, though, but it is a good kill. SVG is just socking in the face. We're going to see King already wants to punch someone into the air, hasn't yet. Now will punch. Resolution, taking a lot of damage, but will it be enough? It sure won't. Now Duster, the dieback will happen. A silence just in case HFN was there. And they will glyph, but once we're up 14k. It looked like a decent team fight for a little bit, but you're up 14k, you get a tombstone on the hill, you're not winning a fight. Now, he is going to look for SVG. The silence comes off. Oh, he gets the ulti, but that means you can't kill and die as well. It means you're going to get both the kills. Tombstone goes down on death. Now, Resolution is just going in. The dust by Tavo should be enough. HFN, one more. He needs to, and now, look at this. HFN just getting squared down by Snake King. Will it be enough? No. But he's the Tombstone. He wants to kill it. He gets it. But the range creep goes down, and now Snake King. Oh, my goodness.
There's no invis. He has a leap in a second.
Oh, Lord. And this might be, if he had like a Maelstrom, maybe you go for that with the damage. Oh, arrow. will miss.
And I'm telling you, man, this Tombstone, SVG is just single-handedly winning these fights.
And as a 5 hero, to be able to do that feels good.
And this is the true test of Storm is going to be, do they continue this sort of dominance when teams don't give them their comfort? Because they don't even just have this Drow strat.
Yeah.
They have SVG Undying. Like, I've seen them go Necro Undying, Mirana Undying,
Snake
into Drow strats before.
He has his ulti, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get it off in time. He gets the leap. Oh, he's stuck. Oh my goodness, now he's getting it off. He is just going to run, use all 3 leaps. Oh my goodness, he does. Do they know he did? Oh, it's a little bit scary, but he will throw up. The dust actually does hit him, but he is hidden into the trees, and now HFN, he's like, please, look at this. MSS finds him on the high ground. It will be a global silence, and they'll get out of there. Very carefully, HFN has a BKB as well as 2.4. What do you go? Do you just go Chrysalis? You got to go pure damage, right? Well, Duster goes down.
So much agility on Drow, just going for...
Oh, look at this. They're going to find the Necro again. He's just going to instantly die. Nice 2-man stun on the back by MSS, but an even better pickup. We hear the Undying. He's coming here. Tombstone gets thrown there. King RD has a little bit. Arrow will end up hitting King RD. More than likely to die, though. He is cold embraced currently. They're still not killing him even. Look at this. SVG might die to Weeha. No, it was a bait the whole time. You don't even want to kill this guy. He's going to drop another Tombstone. They're just trying to get out. Doesn't look like Undying will die. MSS, can he get the stun on Tavo? Looks like they don't want it. They just want to kill him. They just play it carefully. VGJ Strom not getting too cocky. Neither is Pain. They're still playing it very carefully.
Yep. And they have to. You can see like the Wyvern strength there, where you just... The cool thing about Mirana vs. Wyvern is because he left in, it fades before he actually has time to kill the Undying that he's targeting.
Okay.
Even though he did so much damage to the Tiny, you force the response. You don't actually kill your teammates because of the short...
Oh, easy there, MSS. Easy there.
Ags on Sven.
Yeah,
that's going to be really cool. If you pop ults on Sven after you get Ags, it just gives bonus damage to your entire team at the time, and I believe it persists, or is it in aura form?
It's an aura.
It's an aura form?
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're just 5-manning this entire game, so we'll say it's everyone.
The one thing that
and level 18.
we didn't see in the fight was that when the Tusk was dying, Duster microed the Courier to pick up his gem. So fortunately enough for Pain, even despite how grim this game looks, they didn't lose their gem against a Mirana lineup and a Shadowblade Drow. So that was a pretty slick play.
Yep, it keeps
just
it
looking
so...
at a glass half full here.
No, it's true, because it makes it so they can't get complete control of the map, right? You have that gem, you get a smoke out, you can kill a couple and get your own wards out.
It's a big
play. It is.
It leaves them in the game despite how...
Oh, SVG. Oh, is he going to toss it uphill? You damn well know he is, and he throws it up there. Now Godstrength's getting a pop. He will snowball, but I have a bad feeling you're just going to die. He's going to roll over. And what? Still alive. Oh, he tries to ice shard himself to the low ground. Instead, he'll just be dead for 100 seconds.
Yep, and that's an Ag's ultimate as well, so it's not like it's going to be too long of a cooldown if you are. In the meantime, Snaking was forced to cheese, almost went down to that crazy burst image of Tiny with the Echo Saber and a Klink's Q, but alas, just not enough.
They don't know he doesn't have buyback, I
have Scotty.
Waiting for the Necrophos ultimate.
Indeed.
Yep, which will be up very quickly because of the Ags. 40-second cooldown.
Yeah, thank God the hero got nerfed from 25 seconds to 40.
That was 25 seconds was nuts.
It's still nuts, but that was even more nuts.
Yeah.
And this Drow ETH Blade is nice because it gives him a ton of agi to enable his teammates to hit harder, and it also he can protect himself from the Klinks right-clicking him.
Yep. And the Drow, and the Tiny.
Oh, he can also E-Blade the Wyvern Curse target. True. Which is quite handy.
Do you think we'll see that? Yes or no?
I wouldn't doubt it. I think he knows. Like whenever I hear, when I listened to Resolution while he was playing a pub, he was very informative, like talking to me about his ideas. He thinks about the game in
deep.
Yes, in depth. Those are kind of things that I know for a fact do not escape his thought process.
All right, so let's say we have a scan by Dire, no one in Viz there. Klinks has an MKB now. He does a ton of damage. So does Tavo as well, plus his ulti. I mean, you make the other team kill each other. It feels like, you know, Pain, they're down 20k, but they can definitely defend uphill for a decent amount of time.
Yep. It's possible. It's just...
It's tough.
I pointed to the Sven pick. Like, he's going to be so valuable. The Ag's ultimate, plus the fact that he's just been giving his entire team 20 armor. Like, it's... How much damn bonus ally damage?
125%.
My goodness.
For Drow, that is
a lot.
350 damage.
So we're gonna keep my cursor
Oh, this
over
is
here
gonna
on
be
the drone.
fun. What if they just went for throne?
No,
like, through back door.
Stay with the Sven.
You definitely backdoor through.
Well, we're about to see a fight, I think. And they're just going in. King RD, oh my goodness, he's gonna get silenced immediately. He'll go down on the backside. They're gonna try to bring down the silencer. He does. He gets nuked. Everyone's just dead. Everyone's actually dead. Yawar is doing so much damage on Necro as well as Resolution. They just instantly kill 3 of them. And, well, you can't defend uphill if they're already uphill.
Okay.
And now look at this. Dive Skies there. He actually tossed him. Probably thought he was going back to the base. He's not. He's gonna stun toss him, but Snake King doesn't care. HFN BKB. Ulti's gonna fly, but it's only gonna be undying. There you go. Resolution. Put Sven under with the F blade so they don't kill him. And now HFN will make it back uphill, but they're just going to end the game here. He only used the F-blade once, but he used it for the situation.
I mean, the fact that he wasn't even in danger and you saw him play the target, you know that's his immediate consideration of why he bought the item, so it's just impressive.
Oh, and there we go. Sven gets a stun. This should be killing Winter Wyvern. He can save himself. He will for now. HFN does get the kill on SVG, but it puts the tombstone down. Will the ulti be enough? It won't. Global comes out. Won't do very much, though. Tavo's dead. HFN's dead. Dire is just trying to defend. Maybe VGJ will dive the throne, they're thinking, but it doesn't look like they will. And King RD will go down. Ulti in 20. Good game called by King RD. And VGJ Strom Drow lineup. It doesn't lose very often.
I haven't seen it lose since the qualifiers.
That's a long time.
I feel like I was saying this yesterday. Is this just deja vu, or did they pick Drow and I said, why are you giving them Drow, ban Drow?
That's deja vu, because you did say that.
True.
Wait, that's not deja vu then.
Dude,
I don't know how that works. Is it? I don't know how it actually works. But it's a VGJ Storm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now! Rot-row, bad dudes, rot-row, middly-widdly, gone all diddly! Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom. Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
控制才算是真正意义上的控制。
我觉得只有 Papi 是有输出的，好吧？
打盾，
他是真正有输出的一个人。
是的，
偷盾了，一定要剑走点偏锋。现在光打钱已经是赢不了了这一局。
中路被别人把兵。
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Fall into the Dire. Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
flash.
Bad Dude's top tower gonna fall over soon. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Hey, forget about it. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Not even a contest.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Green Dude's tower got owned, son! Bad Dude's middle tower. Everyone, go, now! Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Invisibility!
Where's my pension? My just reward. What have we here? No, take that.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Wish fulfilled. Double damage! I just
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
engineering genius!
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. My god, it's full of stars. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. That bottom tower you about to attack was crap anyway, don't sweat. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Got in Himmel! Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
I belong in the sky, and you.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. My god, it's full of stars. Green Dude's top thing is about to get knocked over. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Got in Himmel! It's full of stars. Mad dudes, middle tower, everyone go, go! Ruh-roh, mad dudes, ruh-roh, middly widdly doddle diddly. Dire's middle tower is under attack. The green team's banning someone now.
Useless against BKBs.
Yeah.
So I'm mentioning it here.
I'm pretty sure Swashbuckle disjoints the ultimate, and you also escape from the spin. And you know what? Never mind.
It's good against the Willow Pangolier is all I'm saying. If I was gonna see a jug, which I still don't think I will, it'll be this game.
Real quick, they banned Drow and then Storm banned Brood. Yeah. So surprising that they're banning Brood, even though Pain didn't pick it in the previous game. It could just be because of the Pango. Because to Grant's point, he falls off hard. But when you have a Brood Mother to play around and you're trying to just kind of close out a game between 20-30 minutes, Pango is incredibly strong team fighting. That is one thing Pain's draft has at the moment that Storm lacks. Just massive team fight.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to reveal this is what this Prophet's going to be. And we could just see another Mirana pick.
I think Mirana's solid.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason not to pick it.
And your resolution is snaking.
Yeah.
It doesn't even give away what lane it's going to go to, just that you have a Mirana.
Yeah, Ogre's like another setup hero. Serves as that beefy meat shield that enables Mirana to get favorable trades. And Mirana's just a pretty good hero.
Yep, she really is. I mean, most agility here. Now that high base damage, your agility, so you already like have built-in high armor, which is always nice. I don't know, agility, feeling a little weird. Like, agility is top tier. Then you look at strength and intelligence, you're like, you guys are losers. Like, being smart means nothing, being strong means nothing, being agile and quick, that's everything in Dota, and there it is.
I don't see any reason not to pick it. That's the best.
Yeah,
that's the best, most versatile hero I'd say in Dota right now.
The PL Brute bans come more into picture when you pick this Mirana.
They're banning PL every game in the second phase. Yeah. Every single game.
Well, they always pick Mirana. Yeah. Honestly, it's really one of the few heroes that causes Mirana issues in the current meta. None of the other heroes that traditionally counter Mirana, such as Slark, can actually lane in this meta. So PL most work. I think the reason you find them banning PL is like last game they had Undying, one of the few heroes that can still focus the Tombstone and not have to commit as PL. In this game, you're going to pick Mirana. Mirana struggles to deal with PL in the mid game because she can't clear illusions, and he can mana burn her. But so we have the Mirana pick. paiNgaming. What do they pick?
Yeah, you guys call it for VGJ Strom. Let's think about it
like
for Pain.
again. We saw that yesterday against like multiple mobile heroes, and it clears out the trees.
I think they'll shake her for King RD. I think when you have Pango, Shaker Tusk become really value.
So wait, so then that makes it a Dark Willow Corks. I don't think Duster plays Dark Willow.
Oh, really?
I don't believe. I mean, I think he could, but I have never seen him play it myself. Sorry, I could be wrong as well, but I've never seen him play it.
You could like Crystal Maiden or something here. That just feels awkward. You could Phoenix, but the issue is when you're playing against a Prophet, you need something that helps you deal with his pressure.
Jakiro?
Possible, but I still think that hero's good. It's too slow.
I'm saying that you like a support that deals with the trees pretty well.
Gotcha. Let's see what they take. Well,
yeah. Man, we are on fire.
Yeah.
We are like Jakiro's left head.
And that makes Juggernaut even better.
I got it right, don't worry.
I'm ready for the pick of the turn. By the way, I didn't mention it last time. I thought Sven was, in my honest opinion, in terms of just all at a pick, the pick of the tournament for me.
It was genius.
That blew my mind when I looked like retrospectively. Like, wow. What a pick.
I remember Bulba used to brag about being in Mensa, but I think SVG actually is. The dude is a genius.
Come on, dude. The one time I firmly believe Jug's a good hero.
You want him to go Jug right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
hate it.
Two heroes that can disjoint his ultimate. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the Prophet core is very nice here. Like as your mid hero, perhaps. I'm also certain he'll crush a Pangolier. Although he can kill your trees. It's a low armor, low attack damage hero, and I think Prophet could zone him very effectively. I just think Core Prophet runs this game over, but we'll see.
Whoa. There's the Nyx.
They go global hero plus Invis hero.
So it looks like a core Nature's Prophet.
Yep.
I guess it could be core Nyx technically, but like Mirana Resolution and Nyx on the snaking. But either way, we'd mentioned him from last game. He's more popular because he counters these meta heroes like Willow. And Jakiro's another hero that stuns himself on Carapace.
Even Swashbuckle.
I really think Safe Lane Prophet's the way to go here. It crushes the Pango. You can put it with like your Nyx or your Ogre, depending on what you want to do. Mirana goes off lane with the other stun, and you last pick your mid hero. And what's Pain's response?
What is Pain's response right here? They have probably their two supports.
Yeah.
They have your Tavo hero. You take your more than likely Weehaw hero. What is a good Weehaw hero against Ogre, Nature's Prop, Mirana, Nyx? That is so the map pressure. You're just saying those heroes' names. Like, what do you pick that's survivable? Okay. Because they usually last pick HFN. We'll see if they do. No, they'll give HFN his fourth pick hero. Interesting.
I don't mind the Spectre pick.
That's another hero, though.
But I don't mind it.
Nyx can stun him as well, though. If he goes the Radiance build, obviously.
It is very good against Mirana Prophet, though, to be fair. It is excellent in this sort of game. And you have a good lineup built around Spectre as well. Talking about how strong Pango is and Willow are in the early game until BKB as well. Spectre, he loves when heroes can buy him time to get to that 30-minute mark or so.
The dispersion doesn't work like all these other things like Return, where it's carapaceable. So like you can't like stun the Spectre unless he buys a Radiance, which is nice.
You don't think he will though?
No.
Yeah, you can't buy a Radiance here. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up going some sort of like Maelstrom type item just later on, but I think you also have a lot of
Spectre.
I'm simply saying some item that helps him kill creeps.
Just to confirm for the record, you're saying Spectre's going to buy a Maelstrom?
I said like Maelstrom, not a Maelstrom. I couldn't really think of it off the top of my head, but I feel like he does have to be able to be, even though they have Jakiro Pango, he's going to be at his own towers defending while VGJ is applying pressure on them. So I think that Spectre does have to have something that makes it so he does that effective enough, because you don't want to go Radiance against the Nyx. I think, like, what's his other option?
I think just Treads Aquila has got to be enough. The Blade Mail Manta build just seems way too strong for you to insert any other item. Like even like drums is too expensive. It's just Blade Mail. Like Blade Mail plus the Dispersion just seems nuts because you return more than the damage you're taking, even if they're hitting you through Blade Mail.
It is absolutely nuts. Does that mean TA with the Huskar ban?
It's possible. It's a great TA game, that's for sure. And that gives you 2 heroes on Pain that are very tough to deal with.
Templar Assassin.
I said that for 4th pick, and so we'll call it an honorary pick.
This makes for an incredible Ember pick here, if you're Storm. I think that's the direction you go. It crushes Spectre TA.
It does.
It's lovely to play with a Prophet.
Good against Jakiro.
Yeah, you have no real answer. You cannot kill an Ember in this game. You have no answer to it whatsoever. And it's great synergy with heroes like Prophet, Mirana, Ogre that want to play fast, stay on map. You don't take towers, but you find kills. These other heroes.
They get towers.
Exactly.
And it's one of Yawar's.
Down for an Ember pick.
And it's one of his favorite heroes to play in pubs.
Yeah.
Like, he enjoys playing that hero. And if it's good to play, I don't see why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I could see him just trying to be a boss and play like a Shadow Fiend into TA, but I hope he doesn't, because you just pick Ember. You could potentially go like some Veno or something, but
terrible. Whoa, so it is a middle Nature's Prophet, possibly?
Yeah. Oh yeah, mid Nature's against
No,
TA.
it's middle Mirana.
I think you do mid Prophet. I think they're not exclusive. Oh no.
It is
mid
the Snake King player. What?
Possibly. I don't know. I guess mid Mirana. I don't think Mirana does very well against TA.
It doesn't. It's I would say a counter pick. Or TA is the counter pick, rather. I think Prophet crushes a TA, though.
Yeah, it does, I believe. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this Terrorblade pick. I think the rest of their draft looks really good, but we'll have to see how it plays out. What's the plan? I love when I see these type of picks where I don't understand them. I'm going to pay attention to it a lot, because I want to see how they end up utilizing it in ways I don't know.
It's a really hard TB game, to be honest.
Counters a Spectre with the Reflection, but that's about it.
If he goes Radiance, but he won't.
I mean, it still counters him because of the Desolate.
Sure. I just feel like against Pango Willow, it's like a hard Terrorblade game already. They do so much magic damage. Like, it's just easy to get 100-0. You also can't sunder the Willow through the Shadow Realm, so
that's one hero you can't.
Has a really good looking Terrorblade, though.
I'm just always afraid of picking TB into 4 heroes that kill me. Or rather, 4 position heroes that kill me, specifically Skywrath Willow. Yeah, Skywrath Willow are the big 2.
Yeah, Willow, not only because she has the damage, but you can't sunder her.
Yep.
Reliably when she is killing you.
Always going to be rough. So you guys, after that Terrorblade pick, you think paiNgaming has a decent chance, or do you think the other 4 heroes of VGJ Strom are going to be enough here?
It's got to come down to the lanes. I think that if Storm wins their lanes and like takes a couple towers, the game becomes very difficult for Pain, because they're in one of those spots where all 3 heroes need a game, but none of them can really secure one for themselves. Yeah. Pangolier, you're not a ganker, you know. You're not gonna like show up in a lane, make things happen. You're just trying to shove lanes, get ahead, make some moves in a team fight. But it could go either way. But I think Storm has proven that they are the better team right now.
I'm gonna go with Pain winning this game by virtue of their draft looks way better in comparison to the.
Of North American qualified team in this tournament.
Lost yet?
No, they have not. Which is why I'm going to stick with Storm.
That's I don't know.
Statistical analysis is why we brought you here, Kyle.
It's the same logic as if you flip a coin 9 times and it's heads 9 times in a row.
It's going to be heads.
Exactly.
My thought is just when you give Pain heroes they're extremely comfortable with, they will win the game. You have the King RD Dark Willow, the Tavo Pango, and the HFN Spectre. I think Pain takes it. I think they have a little better draft, and you just, I don't know. Giving HFN a hero like Spectre, if he has a decent laning phase, he will carry a game.
Yeah, it's like a fact that every mid player in South America has an incredible TA.
Yes.
And Tavo has 2 heroes I would say you need to fear, and they're Pango and Enigma, and he's got one of them.
This is a mid Terrorblade.
Yep.
It is going to be, okay.
I didn't say that already, right?
Kyle said you thought it would be, or one of you said that. I don't know.
We said we wanted Profit, but Mirana was a good matchup, so it should be TB. And I think it's even, but you get side-bladed as a 488 health hero.
Doesn't matter how much armor you have if he's hitting the creep.
That's why I'm kind of confused, because that's why he's so good in lane. He has 10 armor, 11.
I feel like when I've seen Miracle go mid Terrorblade, he doesn't go Quelling, he goes for Wraithband, level 1.
Okay, Miracle is the guy in Southeast Asia. Miracle is the player on the
Miracle.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Miracle, also a very good player, though, himself.
Yeah.
Miracle.
I'm talking about the one from Liquid.
Yes.
The one that is doing it.
Yes. Well, let's see. I think this middle lane, look at this. They already have someone there to secure
the Ogre, yeah.
Look at this. We're going back a meta. We are having an Ogre just sit middle, and he has Ignite. But we are doing a good job. Look at this. He gets both last hits under the tower. Like, he just got all 3. What a note. That's just good play. Does get that one denied, the most important one, but he gets 3 last hits.
Yeah, that's great play. He just won the block.
Yeah.
Mid player versus carry can happen.
I don't think he purposely let that creep through. That's just not good when especially when you're planning to dual lane. Last thing you want to do is have your creep wave die that quickly, because when you have that many creeps on the enemy side, you can't be aggressive as 2 heroes.
And here you see the problem. Once you get away from that tower, SVG will just whop you. A miss uphill by Resolution on the first attack. And that means
chase for a kill otherwise.
Yeah, that means bottom. It is going to be solo Nature's Pro. Why is it okay to leave this hero? Just because he can put trance on enemy? Or?
He's stronger, like 1 versus 2, I think. I'd say he's favored in this lane.
As long as he's not killable.
Yeah.
You'd say he's favored 2v1?
Well, the thing is, he's not going to lose the lane or get killed, and then Ogre comes bottom and they just start dominating the lane. Doesn't matter if he's behind a little bit or not.
Okay. And now it looks like we are going to see a rotation here from King RD. Only level 1, which could be a problem, but he might be enough to save his partner in crime here. Weeha and it will just running through with Shadow Realm. And there we go. The Metamorphosis wears off. 7-4 versus 4-0. Not terrible for the team. It is going to be top. They're going in. It's going to be a leap forward. Can they get Duster? They can't. Jakir, one of the highest HP intelligence heroes in the game.
Yeah, he landed the Nyx stun and set up the arrow, but it wasn't quite enough damage to bring him
level 1 of each skill.
Yeah.
But I'm actually starting to feel pain in this game. I'm just looking at how fights are going to play out after like 20 minutes or so.
It's too late. You can't change.
And I stand by what I said, but it's a scary game for Storm, and I think Pain has a strat advantage. Can they close it out, though? That's the question.
That is the question. You gotta... Because Terrorblade beat Spectre in the Omega late game, right?
We saw a Terrorblade lose to a Spectre the other day, like 70 minutes plus, but that was because that was HFN on the Terrorblade, and he was the only team hero on his team. And so the important thing about a hero like Terrorblade, he really isn't that great in this kind of game to solo carry the game. He can be the most powerful hero in the game, but if you don't have any net worth on your other heroes, you will not be able to solo carry. So we got to just pay attention to the Mirana and Nature's Prophet having good games.
Yeah, like we did see Snake King late game top lane. They're going for the first one here on Duster. Will they get it? He does have his stick, and it will be good enough. Now it could be a turnaround. HFN needs 2 more attacks. There's 1, there's 2. It will be, and that's a pretty good person to get first blood on if you're paying.
I love the Spectre builds coming out. They just never go any point in Desolate. They just go for the sustain heavy trade CSing Decker.
It's a lot of damage. Yeah, and that just changed from like a couple weeks ago, right? Like everyone was going Desolate. Now all of a sudden you see 1 or 2 people doing, and you're like, that's pretty good.
I will say, I think that if people had the idea that I had, which was that BKB prevented dispersion damage, then realized it was just returned as the same as it was received, and it also that's game changing.
Yeah.
And when you combine that with the talent and blade mail, like you just make yourself a target, and they can't touch you.
I think the most significant part of that change, the way dispersion works nowadays, is it used to be that it would just return however much damage you took, rather than how much based on how much they did to you before reductions. So when you had a stout shield and you were tanking jungle creeps, the creeps would take no damage because you weren't taking damage either.
Jeez.
But now the creeps take like 30 damage a hit, which helps her farm a lot. So it's not. It used to be that Desolate was purely her farming skill, but you can jungle or tank creep waves and farm pretty decently with max dispersion.
Well, Weeha goes down middle. Resolution might die to this tower. No, he will sell.
Fairy Fire.
And Fairy Fire as well. Look at he's staying. He's like, nah, I'm getting some denies too.
Yeah, when all of her abilities are on cooldown, so
she doesn't do anything yet. Does miss these last hits. Means be careful for these side blades and will back out. If you look at the CS bottom though, 13-3 versus 20 and 18. Snake King right now with that Nature's Prophet.
Snake King's Prophet is very good, and as expected, he does dumpster a paiNgaming in lane on Prophet.
Yep. Top lane, there's a lot of damage being done. Doesn't look like any sort of kill, but everyone just getting low. That's when you got to be careful, especially if you're a level 1 Leap Mirana. They do not regen quick.
The thing is, the Mirana Nyx have damage issues, but this Prophet's going to have level 6.
Yep.
And that's a huge damage boost to any kill threat lane. So I feel like this bottom lane is going to bleed into at least top lane. I don't think as much in the mid lane, but it will have a major impact on the top lane.
I love this decision. Yep, TP back.
With
grab
level
an item,
6.
be ready to cast ulti.
He is very farmed right now.
For a top, they're probably going to go for something. Snaking is definitely communicating. If you guys see something, I have ult.
And I think they see something right now. They do ping out. MSS is over there, but he will come over. It doesn't look like a TP. He actually just goes back bottom. So won't be any gank by Snaking, except
have
with
to
his
be
ult.
there to be a gank.
Yeah.
Dude, look at him go.
Yeah, what do you do? He has the treads. Now, if you're Tavo, I mean, how do you just continue to try to get bottom rune, or what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, you just choke levels until you get 6. That's all you can do.
And then what do you just move around the map, go
I
gank?
think your job is to defend this lane against the Prophet.
Yep. Oh, nice counter ward there by the Dire. King RD will get it.
They're taking a lot of damage down bottom, though.
Yeah.
He's getting vision with the trees. Oh,
Bottles up.
Oh, top lane though, because of that ulti. As
Yeah,
we saw,
Duster taking a ton of damage. One more attack, it will be there. Will be a kill.
Wastes the salve as well.
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
It's like his third salve used.
But here's one of the biggest things. We do see the stack actually misses on the Ancient because one of the little dragons did not want to go.
I hate that.
Yeah, same. Those little dragons are always the problem.
It's also the yellow Thunderhide guy.
Yeah.
He just like stomps or whatever and then just doesn't move.
Well, maybe, you know, shouldn't bully his family.
Sorry.
It's alright. Middle, look at this. Snaking's gonna TP. Does he have dust? Does anyone have dust? Doesn't look like he does have a point meld, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, he'll just melt. What about you, Resolution? You do not either. But he's just sitting here now in Viz on a bunch of years. He's actually going to try to run away. Was that the right move? Sure. Because Meld's a 6-second cooldown. So now he can get away a lot easier.
Oh no, it's a sentry coming out.
Yeah. Let's watch it. We're just going to stick. I don't care if anything adds top or bottom. Look, I can't. Yeah, but he knows.
Oh, he
sidewayed the courier. Yeah, I saw that. And well, that's going to be not an easy kill. I definitely don't want to say an easy kill because it took him some time, but now you're going to lose your tier 1 middle pretty damn quickly.
Yeah. It's costing them time, but it's also costing the TA.
This is the strength of Fury and Terrorblade. Like, we saw Liquid play these two heroes in combination a lot. Look at this, they're going to catch the TP.
They find Pango. He tries to jump away with the shield crash, but he can't quite get it. Now he won't die. Now Snaking is just going to die. It looks like he's going to cast his ulti bottom, so will come middle. Ton of damage. Won't kill anyone quite yet. Can we get this kill? The sideblade's not up because strength tread swap. That was a very nice tread swap, and I thought that was going to be a terrible fight for VGJ Strom, but they somehow make it out.
Dude, what's crazy, Spectre with the top CS in the game, bro. That is what you'd like to see if you're paiNgaming.
Well, top creep kills, not CS. That would technically be Snaking because you add them together.
True.
Sorry, there's math. You know I love
simple math, Kyle.
It's a little more difficult than simple at top. There's 3 heroes.
Steps to that one.
I thought they were just going to run in, but not quite yet. He has
movement speed bonus.
I don't think Duster will, though. But I don't think Duster minds sacrificing his life for HFN here. And it will just be 2 supports. Are they going to give it to Yawar? They sure will. Let him have some gold. But now middle lane, Wheela is pressuring. It doesn't have the Blightstone, though. I like casual Blightstone so much on that hero.
It's more important than treads, but he feels a little behind, and that HP was effective earlier.
It was. So Resolution, he was kind of the talk of the town early. Terrorblade middle versus this TA, and he did get a lot of help, but he's the Aquila, but a little underfarmed.
He's not much. For the maximum efficiency farming build too, with the max illusions.
Do you like that?
And he has the Glove of Haste and a Band of Elven Skin.
When you're mid TB, I think it's fine because you have a level advantage.
Uh-oh, here we go. The rolling's going to happen. Can he avoid it? No, he just tries to run straight back. King RD's going to come over. Stun will definitely fly out. There goes the root. Will hit. That is 3 hits. Make it. Nope, only 3, but they will get the swashbuckle. Will get the kill. Tavo running on the left. And nothing happens. Yeah, Tavo. Not even the 316 goal. It's more that experience shared with King RD.
Still 700 net worth behind the Prophet, paiNgaming, but that's the important aspect of paiNgaming against the Prophet is at least you have kill threat on him at all stages. Once you get level 6, that is.
That's so smart. Nice use of the... That was actually weird. TA should have turned off the Aquila because it's a guaranteed last hit for the TB. Sorry, little thing.
Hey man, you gotta, these little things
They do.
make a big deal.
Uh-oh, middle lane, here we go. He has dust this time. You know, you have a global teleportation. Trap will get popped uphill. Won't be a miss, but
I think the old hit refraction.
Yeah.
Profit ulti.
must have always gonna go for the tower tonight. Doesn't get it. Rezo actually gets it. That would have been big. You commit a gank, don't get it, and he does, but they'll get some gold.
How can you see Spectre's #1 net worth at this point in the game? I don't think that's necessarily a good thing though.
Why?
Like Spectre's is not the one that's going to enable her other cores to farm.
But you still want her to be farmed.
It's a good point, though.
You'd rather have it on the TA paiNgaming because if those heroes have farm, they're going to run around the map being active, and the Spectre will have room to farm. Spectre's not going to make it so TA and paiNgaming can farm.
Yeah, exactly. They're the mid-game heroes. You want them to be ahead, unkillable, able to take map control, while Spectre just kind of slides into a side lane. And
as long as she has 6, right, gets involved with a kill.
Oh, roll it up.
Bottom, looks like they're going to go. It's just an ogre. We're going to have another TP coming. Will SVG go down? He gets rooted. He's going to get rolled on again. Rooting the back is Nick's assassin. And now Tavo go. Oh, what a dodge. And he gets over with the swashbuckle. Tavo. Now you see why this hero gets banned versus him. Jukes and jives on MSS.
Spectre is going for a Vanguard against the Prophet Terrorblade Mirana course. I like the itemization, and because of all this shenanigans happening in the bottom lane, TA is able to take the tier 1 tower mid after a rough start.
Nice and easy.
Has the casual Blightstone as you mentioned.
I like this. I don't know. I think more Jakiro should get higher levels in Liquid Fire. You see more dual breath because it is better team fight. Maybe I don't know. Right? The whole point of Jakiro is that he can push by himself, but now I don't think he wants to be by himself because SVG is going to stun. It's a multicast. Snaking probably didn't see that coming. And there you go. He gets the right click, but SVG gets the kill.
What's SVG's skill build, by the way? Is he going that max stun build too? Interesting.
3-2, 0-1.
Maybe they changed multicast too recently, didn't they? That's probably something
it's
to do with
much higher chance at level 1.
Yeah,
that was higher at other
back,
levels
but-
too, but 60%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a lot.
The double stun to level 6 is actually just crazy amounts of damage output.
Yeah, let's do the math. 240 times 2, that's 480 minus hero reduction. We're looking at something like 435.5.
0.54, I think.
It's
Yeah,
360. Let's just be
Nah.
I'm like, I can't handle it.
The math is needed, but look at it. He was trying to do some stacks. I don't know if you're getting this kill, though. Well, you might on SVG if you're on the other side of things. And there's Tavo. Is Tavo just going to die? He's going to die. Oh, my God. He got slapped.
Let me tell you, the first time I ever played against those ancients, I was a PA, and I blinked on them and they died instantly.
Wow.
I was like, damn, those things do a lot of damage.
Yep.
They not only stomp you for physical damage, but they reduce your armor in half.
And
so all the other
10
creeps
others.
shred you.
Yep.
That was fun.
This is the thing, though, about doing this TA is that you can defend these ancients very effectively because you're just there, and they have a ward on this. So I think you come back if you can, if you storm.
They're taking it pretty
Nick's
quickly,
is
though.
running there. He has Vendetta.
So what do you do, though? You can't kill a TA by yourself.
Not
and,
taking any damage because of the traps he's utilizing.
and Nature's probably just going to respawn just now. Oh, he should at least steal the experience. He doesn't want to get Sentry, though, it looks like. But he will steal some experience. No refraction, pardon me, up yet. Top lane, they're going to go for HFN. Nice kill, but Duster is there to save his teammate now. There's going to be an ulti pop. Is he just using it? He's going bottom lane. Will they
for
find?
information or?
Nah, he's just getting the hell out of dodge.
There's
There's nowhere to be top anymore.
He had TP, I guess that makes sense. I didn't realize he had no TP.
So that's a global free TP. It's a long cooldown, but right, he's going to farm, maybe even push and take bottom.
Definitely not free, because that's very
gold-wise, it is
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
I think it's fine. You're never going to be using your ult to like find fights with the roster you've got. It's really just Willow and Pango finding a kill, and they don't need your help. He's also building a Vanguard, so certainly playing for later stages. But this is the downside to your point. Now they can just push top, and they know there's no haunt.
That's what I was thinking. Is like you're not going to take your haunt for kills, but it would participate in fights. You're the most fun player.
Tavo is going to go in. Carapace obviously does not work on Pango when he's ulted. There will be a root up on the backside, though. They're trying to turn it around. Oh, no, and Tavo gets sundered on. He's still alive, though, barely, and Snaking getting chased down by Weehaw. This would be a big kill. King RD gets MSS on the backside, and Weehaw has another trap.
Spectre is just farming bottom, meanwhile.
Yep.
That's a huge deal that Haunt, he's able to win the fight while he's just farming.
Well, interesting. He goes the max side blades, even though he's rushing the bank. Traditionally, you see only 2 max 3 points that you get those extra points in meld.
Something bad is happening.
So you guys are liking the play from Pain right now. They're buying space now, but do you like the Vanguard, I guess?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why is that?
I think you always go like one mid-game item. I don't think Blade Mail stands out to me as amazing this game.
And to your point, because of the way dispersion damage is calculated, anything that reduces damage intake is crazy good because you're going to return the damage dealt by the Terrorblade, but you're obviously going to block 50 of it per hit.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it 50 block?
It's 70 block on a 50% chance.
That's facts.
So 35. For some reason, 30 something was in my head as like the average, and the number 50. So
yeah,
bang.
I always try to test myself to make sure I was right, but
bottom King RD. He Shadow Realms him after getting hit. Arrow's gonna whiff, but he will get stunned up. Now it's gonna be all about this rune though. MSS standing right on top of it. It looks like Tavo's gonna roll back. Can he pick it up while he goes? No, HFN says, I love gold. He gets it. MSS will get destroyed by Weehaw. Yawar goes down and SVG gets right-clicked, and welcome to paiNgaming.
Yeah. I would love to see Spectre go Manta Diffusal, but he looks like he's queuing up the Radiance.
I feel like that's the wrong choice against the Terrorblade.
I feel like it's the wrong choice against the Nyx, the Terrorblade matters for sure, but it comes to mind where they have a really hard time killing you, to be honest. If you go Manta, how do they kill you?
Exactly. I 100% agree.
Genuinely don't know how they kill you.
I still feel like they're in a dominating position in this game just because, once again, this Pangolier, like, I don't actually think you can beat it in fights. And then there's a Jakiro Willow to like follow up on the crazy amount of stuns the Roll It Up is going to give you. And Spectre just hunts Prophet and Marauder the entire game, so that's not even counting TA. It just secures Roche Towers and will probably hit #1 net worth pretty soon.
And it feels like what really is working out for Pain is their defense of Wind Nature's probably TB'd in, right? Because he's only level 11. He doesn't even have an Orc, and he was owning, right?
Yeah.
He was straight owning.
I don't feel like he played this game ideally.
As well as he should have.
I think he wants more build-up and to sit bottom a little longer, because the moment you force moves that don't work, you're fodder for the enemy lineup this game. Yep. And instead of building like more of the support style tanky items, he's going like carry Prophet, but you have a Terrorblade. You know,
and you're against Spectre as well, which is one of those.
This would be a nice kill. He has Vanguard, but the 2 times one against him, guess who's bottom? It's Snaking. He's going to try to get away. I'm not sure where he went. He went back bottom, I think. I'm not sure. I should see him. There he is. He's running away. Is he going to survive?
It actually didn't matter, but it looks like it didn't matter. He's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Was that a Terrorblade attack from top?
I think it wouldn't have killed him either way.
Yeah. I think it doesn't disjoint to haunt, so.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it would have killed him either way, but it would have been real close.
Yeah. And I didn't think they could possibly kill him, but
that was a good play by HFN. He just creates chaos, right? He says, I'm left, I'm right, no, I'm right, left.
And you just spam that D button.
Yep.
Or whatever your hotkey is.
Yep. Are you guys normal hotkey users?
I'm a QWER. No.
All right.
You know, it's kind of like I think it's a lot by chance. If you started playing when Legacy was the main way, or
No. I hate Legacy, and I played since 2003.
Well, Grand, you're a flower.
Oh, thank Kyle. What about you? Is it certain heroes or are you QWER?
There's no reason not to QWER. It's more efficient.
I agree. Unless Invoker, I could see that, but I don't play him, so I don't care.
The only argument I can make is players like Arteezy have said the most important thing is comfort zone. So if you've been playing with Legacy for 15 years or something, at that point it might not be the best thing.
But then what if new heroes come out that you want to play? You don't have comfort with that.
That's true. At that point, you never know. I still agree. QWER on paper is the best.
Yep.
But they're mono ultied up. They're gonna find the Spectre. Stun into stun into stun.
No, but look at this double TP. Will it be in time? It doesn't look like it will. Reflection into a ton of answer. Look at this King RD could be in a little trouble. That's an Orphan. That's going to be another kill and a tier 1 tower. Dude, that is what VGJ Strom need to do.
That was so good from MSS. The stun time perfectly to land as the teleport came in. No chance to survive. And thanks to the Orchid pickup, that makes 1 tower 2.
Really wish he would have bought Manta. Spectre. But I'm not going to worry about that item choice. He has chosen to commit for the Radiance. He has bought.
It's just recipe. They were so strong. They're so ahead, and it just feels like item choices put him in a position where his team's now not going to be confident to take fights.
Oh my goodness!
Pretty much the most net worth on your team, and you go for these greedy items. You're effectively. I don't want to say but you're making it so all the net worth on your team is ineffective.
Pain just gave up top tower. They just gave it away. They thought they were all going to get ganked. They backed up and they just let he like double to get the deny because no one else was there. That's a lot of team gold.
Wait, 2 leaps?
Yeah, he used 2 leaps to, I believe, to get the deny on the tower. Because he's level 4, so it's very quick.
Smoked up on Pain. They have Haunt in 20 seconds.
What?
I was just going to ask BSJ, do you think if he goes Vanguard, is it still right to go Manta?
Yes.
Because there's no damage whatsoever.
The Manta does a lot of damage on Spectre. Specifically Spectre.
A lot or a decent amount?
A lot.
Okay.
It's the Desolate pure damage. Is her main
Resolution. Be a nice find. This would be a very good find. He needs to get the Sunder off on somebody, but there's a lot of heroes you can't. It would be HFN if anyone. He does get it off, actually, but it's not HFN. It's on the Willow somehow. They're trying to roll around. They're going to terrorize a bunch of people. This should be the kill on Resolution. Good body blocks there. And King RD gets it. SVG stuns Weehaw. They do have a trap. Slow him down. Let's do it. One more hit. Will be enough.
Okay, now that they got that opening for the Spectre Radiance, I think that's a huge deal because Metamorphosis, I guess it wasn't used, but I don't know what VGJ can accomplish.
Should be okay. Very close. So, I mean, this is a very close game right now. You have a Spectre, you have a Terrorblade. It's a less than 1,000 gold lead for Pain. You see the map control looks a little in favor of Dire, but who do you think's in the lead right now?
I feel like it's Pain, but it's one of those complicated games where like one mistake could put either team in a decisive advantage, or you could just have a well-played game that goes for another 30 minutes. It's really tough to say.
Dude, almost a BKB on TA. But Spectre is looking like a lot of trouble.
And this is the problem I have with the Spectre this game is if he doesn't build to live, he can absolutely just die. And that's why I don't... When we talk about these, like earlier with PyCat, we saw, he went Radiance on Bloodseeker, but it was third item.
After Yules,
BKB,
then
Radiance. And I feel like in this game, the reason why I was advocating Manta is you have to assume the Prophet's going to build an Orchid. And then they have a bunch of single target, like especially Arrow is even easy to dodge with Manta. How else do you die? How do you die if you have that type of item? And it's not that you're saying I won't die because when I have a Manta I don't die, but if you don't have a Manta, you do die. Like that's the big difference. You're dying twice already on the farmed hero. He's obviously not the most farmed hero anymore because he's died twice.
Well, I talked about Pain having good map advantage, but now we see Duster first off going to die, but look at these deep wards MSS placed. One on the Shrine Hill and one in the base.
So he has it now.
But he doesn't want to use it. Probably knew he was going to die anyways. Here comes the roll. They have a trap there as well. It only hits one, but they will get SVG. MSS going to try to run away. See you later, Ogre. They're going to roll through. MSS will get hit. Trap will get popped. Resolution could come in and maybe do something crazy. Terrorize will hit on He tries the Manta dodge. It doesn't quite get it. But paiNgaming will die.
The Manta Illusions dodged it though, so that actually...
that's a good play from Rezo.
Can you dodge it with your main hero?
Yeah, you can. I think so.
But it's just a weird timing.
Yeah, that is very odd that his Illusions dodged it and he didn't.
It's just really close timing because your hero comes out of the Manta split first.
Is this?
Yeah.
Is this Roche? Sorry.
No, it's all good. He gets
they can't
DD,
take
so
Roche.
yes, it is Roche.
Without DD? I mean, with DD?
With a DD, I didn't see the DD.
There's no haunt, right?
There is. He just got it back up.
Then I don't. It's risky.
We don't know if he
stopped to buy
has
BKB. He stopped to use the shop. He stopped moving and it allowed Nyx to stun him.
And this could be the kill because of that. Wow. BSFit, thank you for seeing that. And that's actually nuts. Weehaw goes down. This could definitely be Roche. And they could also get King RD right now. MSS. Double. He's like, let me at him. One more, that'll be enough. Oh my goodness. The double damage is too much. And look at that. He carapisses it in the macro pyre. MSS. Right there. They're going to go in. And
this is all MSS.
Over.
All MSS. Just setting up kill after kill after kill. The Snaking Orchid also proving me wrong because he has put that to great effect. Like, shocker.
He just got a little late, but yeah.
That TA traps, not dealing a full creep wave worth of damage anymore is going to be a huge factor this game.
You can't really, you don't meta anymore, right? Whoa, Tavo, you need to be real careful. Goes for the Hail Mary arrow, won't have.
Where's the Orchid? I heard an Orchid.
This is the thing, like they had Haunt that whole time, right? But they're not comfortable turning a fight around because there's no Radiance. And it just feels so bad when you're ahead in the game, you're winning the mid game, but then because of this decision to go Radiance and a couple of untimely deaths, the 15 to 25 minute marks in this game have just been Pain on the back foot at all times. They do not want to fight when they could be just pressuring aggressively, playing off this blink dagger.
I straight up don't mind him getting Radiance after Manta, but I think him going, like, the fact that he went Radiance first has really cost him the play.
MSS again. Yeah, he breaks the smoke and wastes the dust on Dire side.
He has the Radiance now. They're looking, but yeah, like you said, they broke the smoke.
Yep, MSS, and look at that, he still has that ward up there. He already placed it, but now he's going to get spotted.
He has Carapace for the Radiance, as we already mentioned. And they're starting Roche themselves, so rather than trying to look for a gank, they're just trying to force a fight.
And I mean, I don't think
an objective.
Radiant. I mean, if they come quick enough, they could defend, but I don't think they want to, or they don't know what's going on.
Bottom. They know he's here. Shadowblade on Prophet, so he's even more hunting.
But the dagger. You're not finding him now.
And they're going to get Roche.
Well, Resolution sending in illusions right now. There could very well be a fight. Nature's probably can keep in if he wants. There is Haunt. This is going to be a giant fight. They're going to roll it up. Tabo's not going to find him. He's actually stuck up on the hill. Whoa, jumps on back down. And well, Roche isn't taken.
That's on cooldown. They have Nyx.
Yep.
Vendetta in, but they have a sentry.
Big. Oh, and he gets bashed. TA is in a lot of trouble. He can't kill this that quickly. Here comes the Haunt. They're going to try to get him. SVG on the back line. He won't be able to get anyone else. They are going to terrorize. Terrorblade running right into the rest of the team, but it's his team, and it's going to be a buyback. And yeah, Providal does insane amounts of damage. King RD will go down. Dagger's going to fly. They have the Radiance now. Carapace won't matter. He dies. Resolution wants to Thunder. A missed Ice Path, but it might not matter, or will it? They're doing so much damage to him. He's going to use it on SVG. SVG didn't even know what was happening. He just ran back in after buying back, and now if HFN dies here, this could be a real big problem. And it looks like he will know uphill misses right there, or Radiance. paiNgaming gets right-click down. That is a dieback by SVG, but MSS with the clutch stun, and it is going to be a buyback, but no HFN. And Duster, he's running. They're both running. Tavo and Duster could very well die. Oh no. He's good. But they can't, they're scared to do Roche as well. Maybe they're not. They get the 25 trap gold, so much gold. And look at this, he's bloodlusted for one more second. Bash, now it's off. Wait, yeah, easy Rezo. Flap. But it looks, look at on the backside, Snaking is just pressuring all of them. He will get the Orchid, yep, he dies. Orchid won't be enough to kill, he is Shadow Realmed right now. Now they're looking for Tavo. But Terrorblade will lose his Aegis, but Tavo should be okay.
He has no TP on Tavo, so he's on a mission.
Yep. It looks like
map here.
But dude, TA just diebacked. Like they got Aegis Gold and XP solo on Rezo.
Look at the net worths.
I would love
Terrorblade suddenly 3K ahead.
Dude, Spectre was top net worth. All of a sudden, he's in 4th place and he's 5K behind.
And up the live, Scotty, like you guys are talking about on the Terrorblades. So, I mean, the biggest thing, right? paiNgo probably can't just use his ult like that, right? Because it ruins their Roche fire.
Yeah, you have to be able to finish the Roche while you're doing that.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's too preemptive. Yep. It's too it's just too. He just jumped the gun.
Yeah, because you look at their abilities, right? You got Ice Path. Sorry, I missed that. You have the Dark Willow, right? Bramble, Terrorize. You have Ice Path as well as paiNgo, and you still can't secure Roche because you do it so early.
Man, MSS is my MVP of this match, 100% so far. He's just everywhere.
And it's warding too.
Yeah.
And look at this Bloodlust, the Bloodlusted Terrorblade. You don't even need that on the backside. They're going to find one. It's going to be a multi-cast. Tavo goes down. See you later, Jakira. You're dead as well. And this is looking real rough for Pain right now. Tavo's going to be rolling on through. SVG, he's just in here by himself. Snaking, and now they're all back, though. They are in Viz. Carapace will stun 2 of them. They find the Spectre. Was that a Silver Edge? It was. They're doing so much damage with that Silver Edge. They get the kill. It is a buyback finally. Ulti and Snaking will die, it looks like. And now MSS does stun him up a little bit. Thunder will save him. SVG running. He's dead. See you later, MSS. Can Resolution somehow turn this around? He has his ulti. They are going to terrorize him. I think that missed, actually. He threw it over his head, and now Weehaw isn't dead yet, but he's going to get massacred. Down goes Yawar. Now it's just Resolution worth the world. And he'll go down, and HFN might have just made a lot of money.
That pull Yash off that buyback.
That is the Spectre factor, where he dies once and then the buyback haunts. And it is very difficult to escape being team wiped because you run away for 7 seconds and he knows where every single one of you is. And really well played by Pain, but the gold disparity hasn't really changed that much. It just wins them some map control, and the cores get a lot of gold. But
yeah, Spectre working on the Manta now. I don't know. It's the right item. The most important thing about it is that it dispels the Terrorblade reflection.
That's a very, very important point that I don't think a lot of people understand that reaction.
Because it looks so weird.
Interaction.
Yeah, it looks so weird, but that's how it works.
It's like it's a debuff placed on you in the form of a ghost.
It's similar to silences and stuff. You can purge it the same way. And the way I'm looking at this game now is, first and foremost, Spectre took the dagger cooldown. That was something I wanted to point out.
Okay, why do you want to point it out? Is that a big deal?
Just because I think that's very abnormal. I think
I've seen that a lot more. I think that's the build most of the time, just because it increases your farming speed.
I see Arteezy takes stats.
I've seen stats every other Spectre I've watched, but that threw me off. But I think the major thing is if this Spectre can get a Manta before the next fight, then when you have a Spectre with a Manta, that guarantees at least one hero is going to die in any stun. Like any Ice Path, that hero is going to die. Because those Desolate procs. I'm surprised he took the health regen also when he has a Vanguard. Very interesting to me.
I feel like he has to find the profit now.
Yeah.
Because the Silver Edge will just
MSS.
you.
No one else on his team
There's
around.
smoke towards it though. Here they come.
Here they come. Oh, they actually have a sentry, and he's like, whoa, I'm out of here. Quelling Blade chilling in the road.
Counter smoke.
Spectre haunting 20. They need to be a little patient with these smokes.
It lasts longer than 20 though.
Yeah, I'm saying they have to make sure they get to the place they want to fight at, which is bottom tower, when this haunt comes up to them.
Can we check buyback statuses real quick?
I would love to.
Yeah, that's
a lot of no's.
So 5 minutes 30 seconds. You need to fear the Silver Edge of your Spectre because if you take that hit,
You just
and you die, it is game over.
Yeah. And he will have the Manta for next fight, like you said.
Because you're playing against a Terrorblade, they can just go Throne with no Spectre.
They don't even,
Yeah, that Silver Edge effectively reduces your health by about 30%. It's pretty nuts.
That's a big percent.
Not just that, but all of a sudden you don't take any damage as you kill Spectre as a team.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's finding Jakiro in the mid lane.
He needs +1. SVG's here. Stays the stun, not having Ice Path or Macro Pyre is big. He already used buyback. That's just a straight 4 against 5 now. Terrorized, fake down.
That's a DDTA. Haunt is active as well.
No TP.
I want to see Spectre pick up a dust. Very important. We saw that in the previous game we saw Spectre. That way he's able to just hunt and kill the Furion all by himself.
Whenever he wants.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have it bought for him when he has the Manta. He needs to spend all of his money on his own.
Oh, here we go. I think they want Snaking here. The roll? It's coming in, but Snaking's already running back. Non-time, he does go in
He
Viz.
doesn't have any dust on Tavo. What's the plan?
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not part of their team.
Bottom just fell off.
Well, Radiant will lose their tier 2 tower bottom, and it's an 8K lead.
So this is so scary because at any point, if Spectre's farming alone and gets just caught by a Carapace because of his Radiance, all of a sudden there's a profit there with an Orchid and a Silver Edge.
I love that Mirana's playing in the vicinity of Nyx.
Yep. I like that
she's the +1, because if you have Mirana near Nyx, close enough to Arrow, then you have 3 heroes on top. But Nyx is effectively 3 heroes.
Yeah, and Nyx is effectively 5 seconds of stun, thanks to the 2 stuns in your kit. Then
Plus
Mirana
Arrow.
Arrow is 5, exactly. I love that Mirana went
Finding the sentry though.
Nyx will pop Carapace.
He's so fast.
Oh, that Ice Path connected maybe, but it doesn't.
He is 517 move speed without Tranquils active.
Yeah. Another thing to note is that when that Heart Piercer of Pangolier procs, it removes all armor, and the physical damage output of a TA and a Spectre on targets with nothing, significant.
Looks like VGJ, excuse me, is looking to make a fight happen still, but no, they already dewarded. Can they catch Tavo?
Well,
no, Nyx is there. So question, if you have 10 armor and TA reduces you by 20 armor, and Pangolier procs...
You go to 0, then -20.
No, you actually stay at 0.
What?
Yeah. It overwrites every minus armor in the game.
And just brings it to 0?
Puts you at 0.
I feel really dumb. I didn't know that mechanic.
I didn't know it for the longest time, and I was adamant about believing the same thing, and somebody made me look
Snaking
on stream. So.
This could very well be a kill on Snaking. Oh, BKB will get popped. He's going to keep you out. That's a smart play. Dire Courier dies to MSS in the back, killing their smoke. He's probably going to die for this, but I'm sure he is completely okay. Arrow won't hit anyone. He's missing, actually.
Prophet can come back.
Oh, no, and again. And here comes Yawar. He's BKB up. He actually does a lot of damage. Terrorize in the back does hit Resolution. That's a huge play. And look at that. The Desolate damage on Snaking burns him up. And now Yawar, he's going to die as well. And here you see the Spectre damage. And Resolution. Is there a chance he gets run down? Doesn't look like it.
That was a very ambitious response. I think once MSS is caught in that position, you got to
chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
He did his job. Let him go.
Everything that's gone in their favor has started with them just bursting somebody in 5 stuns.
Yep.
On Pain, yeah, like VGJ changed somebody of paiNgaming, and that was not what happened there.
Yep.
Nyx getting meld striked. He does reflect it, but TA doesn't even take any damage because she had refraction on.
What's our level check? Because these level 25 talents on Terrorblade, TA, and Spectre are huge.
22s across the board, except for old TB here.
Yeah, we all know what that does.
And just in case
Tavo?
Midland.
Tavo, you're taking a lot of damage right here. You are going to use yourself into the air. We're going to see Spectre's coming in right now. I don't know if that's the smartest idea for HFN, but he will just back out. They need to be careful.
He already manted, so be careful. Remove the solution.
Oh my goodness, he's just getting run down. And look at this. Nature's Prophet is back in 10 seconds. Will it be in time? Doesn't look like it. Nice save by Dust Dog. And there we go. Nyx Assassin, Carapace is in. King RD will be perma-stunned, like you said. And, well, that's a very strange 2 deaths.
Yeah. Gem. And that's MSS understanding the hero, like I mentioned in the draft. He knows Willow so well. Not only does he know how to play it, but against it. And he carapaces by walking into the root.
So do you push base now, force buybacks? You don't know.
Well, Haunt on cooldown, right?
Yeah.
For at least a little bit?
So you just take at least 1 Rax, right? And Resolution's gonna try. King RD buys back. HFN is gonna clean up everything. No, they're just gonna back out. Looks like Roche won't be up. It will respawn 120 though.
This is this is Cheese Roche. Yeah, we've only had the one. So I think this is the right decision from VGJ. You took the tier 3, you have the shrines down. So you have map control, you place some wards, you took the gem, force the buyback, relax. You need, I think, BKB on Terrorblade. He's finished that, right?
Yeah.
Fresh 10 seconds.
Yeah. You get the butterfly, you get his Aegis, then it's go time.
The seeds of fortune.
Although he is traditionally a pretty poor Aegis carrier.
Because you don't get the Metamorphosis back.
Exactly.
Well, he's a pretty good Aegis carrier after the 3rd row.
Yeah. The key, the Abyssal on Spectre, when that comes out, he's going to get the Basher first. He just kills Fury and Baron at the start of every fight, by himself.
He can kill whoever he wants it terribly.
It's all about MSS, really, because he stops the Willow and the Spectre. Like, single-handedly, he could change the outcome of a team fight.
No, he's going Aeon Disc on Nyx. Why don't we see Blinks anymore on Nyx? Would that not be good here?
I think you're going to get haunted on, so I'd rather have the Aeon Disc. Okay. You don't want to die to the BKB TA, because he's hunting you, and you're hunting Spectre.
Okay, makes sense.
You want to be able to scout without just instantly dying.
Dire's top
And
tower is under attack.
Yes.
The thing I was going to mention is Butterfly is not all that effective against Spectre just because Desolate can't miss, but it's like one of those things where it's just such a good item.
He's going to have to pop his ulti right now. He's going to go to Snaking. Snaking knows what he's doing. That means he can't go anywhere else. No, he can because he mantas it up. He'll be back. We'll see Dagger thrown. It will be Yules into the air by himself. MSS doesn't have Carapace up though. He is going to lose that gem. Terrorize is going to miss actually everyone. Now Resolution going to right click a lot. HFN is just going to get destroyed. No buyback. No ulti. Weehaw does get a nice kill on Snaking. Duster going to try to slow him down. Ooh, BKB just ended, but he's going to try to kill SVG here. King RD, nicely done. You got to slow him down. You have no Spectre, and you know that.
Prophet has buyback.
No ulti, and look at that. It's a double buyback. They think they might just be able to end the game here.
Yeah. Spectre, is his buyback up? It should be, right?
It is correct. It is up, but he's not up gold.
Wow. That's a hell of a call, man. I am loving VGJ Strom. They're just playing around the idea that he doesn't have buyback because he bought the Basher. If they saw that, they may think that it's possible for them to just go high ground. Yep. Roche is spawned, though.
I think you just take Roche.
With double damage.
If you see the DD, maybe that changes your mind, but you can probably do both. Actually, Metamorphosis is off cooldown, or on cooldown. There's no way they go high ground. They're just going to take it.
That's true. Just curious if they bought back just for the Roche.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe get a Rax, maybe, but Roche is still good.
And also, HFN only died in that fight because as he poured it in, he actually caught the Nyx stun and then got arrowed for a full 5 seconds.
And then Terrorblade.
And that's a good play, right? Snaking knew he went up to him, so he orchid, so he makes him Manta outside of the fight.
Yep. So there's no buyback now on your Nyx, your Ogre, and your Fury, and they all bought back in that engagement. And now you have Aegis, 30 seconds on Spectre, still have the DD, just go for it. This is 1 Rax for sure.
Because even if he has buyback, he wants to use it.
Well, here we go. I like this Duster plus Terrorite plus Tavo. He's going to perma-stun him here. That will be at least the age. Oh, almost wasn't. But Snaking just backdooring bottom tower right now. Tavo jumps back uphill. Ice Path will secure the Terrorblade just sitting there. Stun as well. He just perma-stunned in the macro bar. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Backdoor's up now. That's important. Okay, it's back off, but the Prophet split push to the bottom, as you mentioned, is really crucial for Pain to keep in the back of their minds, making sure they don't get too focused on chasing or prolonged fights. Because you don't want to lose Rax to this Prophet not even participating.
It feels like, it's a good play from Pain to burn the Aegis, but it's not a huge loss for VGJ Strom because, as we explained, you don't really use Aegis that well on Terrorblade. Because if you pop meta and respawn, you're still not really a hero.
The Aegis does for them what he did.
Yeah,
it gets them
which is let you hit buildings and forces them to hit you.
Yep.
And burst you down. So that's what they're going to use it for anyway. It's obviously ideal if they could have held on to it a bit longer, but that was the purpose of the Aegis in the first place. They do have Abyssal Blade and 100 gold on Spectre. Curious to see if he buys out because of the power of Spectre buyback.
You know Furion is no buyback. I mean, you just...
If you kill Furion, it's huge, yeah. That's a good point.
Top. TA just continues to farm.
Man, this Hurricane Pike...
You're not a fan?
It feels like dead net worth.
It's good against the Sprout, I'll be honest.
It's true. I'll accept it for that reason.
That's the only reason I'm down for this game is because the Sprout is so obnoxious to deal with on these type of heroes, and it's effectively a 5-second stun.
You also do have the damage of Spectre to rely upon, and Pango's isn't negligible either.
But I like that he's not going any disable items. He's just going the Hurricane Pike with damage.
Yeah,
I like that. If you go Hurricane Pike and Sheepstick, like a lot of people go on TA, they go the Sight Device, then you just have no damage. Then you do nothing. They can just kind of kite you around during your BKB, and then you just don't do anything. But since he's going pure damage and kind of relying on his teammates for the control from the Pangolier, Jakiro, as well as Willow, I think that's okay.
Well, they do see the Moonlight Shadow because Mirana was in vision of that Observer Ward, so they're just going to play super far back. We haven't talked much about this Mirana, actually. Like, this Mirana, I wouldn't say she hasn't done too much in this game. We just haven't seen much of her.
She's not the win conditioner, like the core part of their strategy.
But she's doing a lot of damage.
Yoar's playing like a solid game so far.
It's just
had a few deaths, but that's kind of expected against the heroes he's facing. First round Mirana, a lot of ways to kill her. They have another DD rune. Eventually, I feel they should buy a bottle and give it to the Terrorblade.
He looks to be queuing up a Hex on the TB.
I feel like Refresher Orb is really good.
Well, they're going to roll in, but Tavo, he's stuck in a...
They have a DD Terrorblade.
Stuck in a nutshell.
They immediately smoke.
Oh, here we go. Snaking will get a hit off, but he will get shut down. Carapace will hit two of them, and now Snaking is going to trap at least Duster. He's trying to TP out. Will he make it? Nice four-step over the hill.
Nice
Duster.
That was nice.
Yep, hits him with the well play. Now, they might just take this tier 3, though.
The Crimson Guard is there to help protect from the damage of the leader.
It is. And look at that. DD will help pick it off, and now you just hit that range Rex, do some unhealable damage as much as you can. And look at this, the DD. You're still scared if you're Terrorblade, there's no doubt about that, but not too scared. And he just BKBs to kill both Rexes. Terrorize will get canceled.
Yep. I love that play. That is a high-level carry maneuver right there, where you use your spells to get your
arrow. Weehaw.
Yep. That is like flawless play from Resolution.
And he immediately makes sure his team gets out too.
Exactly.
Sometimes your team will get baited into fighting if the other team tries to go on you.
He hesitated for that extra like 2 seconds after killing the Rex to ensure his team like started to reposition towards the left, and like then sort of leads them away from the battle, repositions on the enemy on the high ground where they also have a ward protecting. So just this is good Dota from both sides, but Storm is really just it's good. It's some grade A, like USDA approved goodness.
That's good.
Oh baby, that's a Sunder cooldown talent on Terrorblade as well. 5 seconds. Seems fine.
Yep, Spectre stole the tome. Well, it didn't steal. He's like, whatever, I want my 8% dispersion. I'll take the tome, use it. So, how does Pain take a fight? Like, where do they set up to take a fight?
It's tough. It's all about the hunt. You need Pango committing. Their reach is low, but TA Pango have to go in as Spectre kills the Furion. Okay. The issue is Terrorblade's at the point where he's outputting so much damage, you can't ignore him.
They're going to get the Sheepstick and as well the Silverin, but HFN is going to try to come into the fight. Where is he? He hasn't moved anywhere yet. He's thinking about where to go now. He's going to go over to Snaking, but they don't have any detection, I don't think. And that's a big one. Dagger will fly, hit SVG. We're going to see Tavo. He jumps out barely, and now we're going to have a big macro fire plus an ice path. They're going to get a stun. He's going to go down immediately. MSS dies too, but look at this. Weos trying to chase down Snaking. He can't get him, and now he's out back. He's in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to get ulted as well, and he's just going to die. Maybe not. Oh my goodness, what a nice use of Manta. He finally dies, so is Yawar, and it's just Resolution. The rest of his team is missing.
He has a bunch of Sunders, but that's about it.
Yep, and can he do it? He will toss the Sunder out. Health removal. Will anything else happen? He has, I would say, his ulti metamorphosis up in about 10 seconds. He could definitely still fight if he really wants to. We'll see if he does another Sunder.
Can he kill all of them?
We could try.
I think he can. Resolution just kills King RD with the gem. He's not even going to pay. He's like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
They realize, okay, we have a much better use of our time to push out lanes than to try to kill this guy.
Yep. Instead, King RD throws away his life, but a pretty good fight there by Pain. You have a buyback from Tavo and HFN, but you're in the game and you're getting kills.
That was a lot of buybacks. I'm pretty sure Duster bought back 2, right? No, he did not.
Yeah, just the 2
but
cores.
Still, 3 buybacks on all your cores except for TA. It's tough. It's still tough. What item does Rezo finish something here? Yeah, he goes to the Hex.
The Hex. Love it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Now they have 2 Hexes to the 0 of Pain, and like that's just the amount of damage both teams can output in a Hex window is unreal, and he will be able to kill anyone that he finds.
I would have honestly loved to see a refresher orb, but
he can get that next if necessary. But refresher's way too all in. Once you use that, it's 3 minutes where it's more important you stay the strongest hero on map versus all-inning with this double meta. Like, is there really going to be a fight that lasts through the duration of a single meta?
It's not for the meta, it's for the fact that I think they win this game by just hitting buildings.
True.
And you just BKB when they go on
Do
you.
it twice.
And
But it's so risky. It's so risky, though.
In what capacity?
You make that move and it backfires, you've actually just lost the game.
What are the net worths? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's far enough ahead, but yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm fine with the Hex. If he's not going to go for the refresher orb, the Hex.
I mean, he knows he'll get refresher shard next, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's guaranteed that third Roche if they don't play poorly.
One of the best refresher orb carries in the game, though. So if I wouldn't be surprised, even if he has a refresher shard, that his next item is a refresher
Dude, this is a great play from Tavo, though. This is something you can't do. He's cutting waves, and he's collecting both of those late-game bounty runes. That's a ton
but
of
now,
gold.
Snake King, he's looking for him, but Tavo,
He has
he's
no buyback.
juking. Oh, he leaps up. Man, he is Whoa. He's
All over
gone.
the place.
See you.
But with no Lincolns on Tavo, he is vulnerable at any point to these hexes, and he'll just die.
Man.
He will die, and that's really rough.
Yep.
So he's doing quite ballsy plays, but he kind of has to make these plays.
Remove teleportation cooldown for Nature's Prophet makes pushing out lanes way easier.
And what about that HP and damage, though?
Yeah, what about it?
Not.
They should
much
get
to
rid of
say.
it, yeah.
Get it, yeah.
And it's so scary now, because Nyx is constantly hunting. They don't have the gem. They have the one on, I think, Tavo right now.
Yeah, Tavo got it back for King RD, I think.
Yeah, because if Nyx finds someone and you have an NP, TP, and Hex, like, that's a kill.
Yep.
And they have no way, like, every single hero on paiN dies to that.
So paiN, they just do what they do, kind of sit in base with HFN, and if a good fight happens, well, take it. But no buyback, so it's a lot tougher.
Spectre with the evasion talisman for the value.
Level 25 as well.
Oh, and here we go. They're going to try to go in. They're looking for Resolution. Oh, nobody hits him out of the terrorize, so he's going to be able to get BKB. We're going to see Metamorphosis just pop in. He is just tearing Weehaw live. There is going to be the buyback, and now they use the bash into enough. No Resolution somehow gets out, and that's going to be HFN dieback. Can they at least bring down Resolution? I don't think so, because that reflection, the talent is so much. There's the sheep, and more than likely could just be the game right now. Buyback, but look at, oh, he went triple arrow, by the way, on Yalwar. We are going to see another Hex up. TA going to try to get away. Whoa, Resolution says, I don't want to die to King RD. Thank you, Snake King, for your life. Duster will get a nice ice path off, but it won't be enough. And this...
Give it to him,
please.
Oh,
Give it to him.
He's soaring.
The best feeling in Dota.
There's the Beyond Godlike. Is he going to get...
He didn't get it.
No, there's still a TA.
He got it, it just didn't show. It said Rampage.
Did it?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it. Didn't happen.
That was definitely close.
Now here we go. Oh,
The base?
MSS, you there? They're going for it. What? That's VG got it.
Wow. And now he's sundering his illusions. The BM is real.
That was a good game. For a good 30 minutes, you know, it looked back and forth. A good game, but then VGJ Strom, once again, like you said, they showed to just be a little bit more intense of a team, a little bit, you know, maybe a little higher tier of a team.
I have watched 4 of their games now,
Yes, sir.
and coming into the event, they were one of my top 6 teams, but
Yes.
I'm like,
Top 4 now?
winning a team, no, but
Okay.
I came in, I'm like, they're here, they'll do well.
He's going to get frostbitten by Faith.
TYD, zipping forward, Luda chase down the CM, he's got the Vortex to drag him in, there's the root from CCC, may lose his life from return, and indeed he's rooted, he's zipped, he's zapped, he can't get out.
And also top Kaka with the blink dagger reveal, jumps on top of Phoenix. Kills him right away, actually kills the supernova after he pops it.
Newbee looking very strong, very early on this game.
He's a blinker, I mean it's a 6k gold lead, everything is really working out great for them.
Yeah. KP had some solid, just straight heads up black hole plays for the solo kills.
Yeah. Has GGG found the Dominator creep? I think he may have just found it. I think he just ate it. KP grabbed the new one immediately right after I heard him use Death Pact.
Yeah, done so. A bit of lag here. Hopefully we'll be able to get it back on pretty soon, but as you can see, all 3 cores of Newbee sitting at the top of the network board.
Yep, and they have a support Ursa who's not so far away, also level 11, which is keeping in par, if not ahead of the cores. He's actually 2 levels ahead of the Wyvern, a full level ahead of the Clinks, and the same level as his Enigma. With 54 last hits. I've been farming quite a bit. He got given a lot.
It's looking like a very good opening for Newbee. The draft has certainly made sense, and
a lot more orthodox of a draft in comparison. Sure, it's got the support Ursa, but you know this one has core Wyvern and
I mean,
some you know, the Echo Slam on some creeps, some bizarre stuff coming out from Serenity.
Does Jinkyu really want to go for that Meteor Hammer? Saving the money up.
Save the money.
I think he might want to just get a blink instead.
Blink looks like it could help quite a lot because of how far PYW is from it.
Yeah. Just someone to sort of get in and set things up so they can have that combo that they dreamed of with the Supernova with the Echo Slam. But we'll see. He's holding on to the money for now, hasn't invested in any parts of the Meteor Hammer. See what Jinkyu's plans are. OW. He's having his eyes on the middle lane.
They just have some problems like with this Weaver and the Ember. They can't actually go for kills on either of these 2 heroes because of how elusive they are, and their main catch is just really the Shaker to go for that. They don't have any other. I mean, they follow up Disable from like the Vortex, but it's not your traditional, you know, it's not your traditional Disable, it's traditional stuns.
And interesting to see this as well. So Jinkyu, he does go in.
Okay.
So he's not going to, he is indeed going to buy the components of the Meteor Hammer, but also he's core Wyvern.
Go for the GPM over the damage.
Still takes the GPM over 60 damage. Is that... Do core Wyverns not normally take the 60 damage?
I've seen the supports back in the day taking the damage too.
Yeah.
But I guess he's feeling the pace of this game and the way everything's kind of going. He wants some more gold.
60 damage is a lot.
60 is a lot, especially with the range that you're hitting as a Wyvern.
But doesn't want it. He's a greedy boy. Wants that money.
I mean, they all really are. Just looking at the way, look how they're split up. They're kind of each playing their own game. That's what I was talking about. Well, we see Newbee. They're grouping up. They're looking for smokes constantly. They're looking to just put the pressure onto Serenity because they know that they're split up. XCG is now starting to put on a lot of defensive wards. Try to watch for these movements from Newbee.
I think as you say, it's going to be hard for Jinkyu to drop the hammer. See what he can do with it. Phase Meteor Hammer. All right then. Towards the middle lane, XCG. Dives away.
I like this. I like the GPM a lot on Wyvern. Yeah. To be honest, I mean, 90s at level 10 is the higher
the level
version,
10
that's why. It's only level 10.
But 60 damage. Think about how much money it costs to get an item that gets you 60 damage.
Fair.
Mad dudes,
Not
middle
cheap.
tower, everyone, go now!
GGG.
I like GPM.
Has the Maelstrom. Finished up bottom lane. PYW was trying to TP out in the middle of the lane there, but KP comes out of the trees with a Malefice.
All of Newbee playing together. See ZYD trying to push up top, get as much farm as he can. XNQ dealing with the deep push in the mid lane. They're not looking to take an engagement.
CCC's got his Maelstrom done on top of the boosted travel. Mid lane, they will open up. Winter's Curse onto Mugi. They've got the Meteor Hammer follow.
Oh, it wasn't timed well.
Oh.
He hesitated because it's a 2.5 second cast channel duration and a 4-second cursed.
Yo, green dudes.
Yeah, he just put the dot.
He put the dot.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll blame it on the lag.
Yo, good guys. Middle tower got owned. What you gonna do? Get mad or get even?
That's the late tip.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
And now they've got Ursa. Even if it's a support, They've got Weaver as well with the bug to tank. They can go for this Roche pretty easily.
Yep.
Let's see if ZYD wants to go for some of a snatch. He's not the most healthy in mana though.
Oh, we should go for it anyway. I mean, if he dies and gets Aegis, then you got mana to get back out. You just gotta sort of...
They're smoking.
Yeah, they're not gonna try for it. They don't get the Roche in time. Aegis in the hands of Mugi.
They don't have Curse for 20. They're all smoked up though with all their other ultis. What can they find? Faith will be the target.
CCC diving forward. Got the chains onto the clinks. He's focusing GGG. Kaka jumps in as well. GGG will fall. ZYD drives by with the drag onto West CCC, but it's not enough damage or control to kill him off. As Mugi finds PYW, ZYD has to go for the TP back to base, and Shinkyu is still being chased. He'll TP, and they got the damage they don't. Shinkyu will be able to get back home safely. Build-wise, he is going to go for the Blink Dagger next.
So they got the CM, but they lost 3 heroes. Phoenix actually jumped through and didn't have mana for Supernova. So if you click Phoenix, you see 187 mana. As he died, yeah, he missed. Didn't get it. It doesn't matter. Didn't have enough mana. I think either way, they can't really take that fight. They don't have their curse available. I think right now, when they're at this much of a deficit, they need every single possible thing to bring them back in.
PYW again. Picked up on Mugi's there as well as SCCC. ZYD will zip forward, but Wolf's there with the ult play, and ZYD just zips straight to heaven. He's gone.
Now another one. XCG gets the egg off, gets the curse, the
combo
with the meteor hammer.
The hammer too. Serenity.
And there we go.
They've done it. They got a kill. They're gonna still lose the team fight as they've got to back off. KP's in, thinks about the black hole, doesn't drop it.
Gives him a taunt instead. They get the combo.
Got the combo.
They got the combo.
It works, but it's got to work hard.
We'll see it again. We're gonna see this again.
We'll see it again.
Beautiful. With the meteor hammer follow up, bam. They at least get one. Mugi's still very durable. Also have Aegis, but
oh, and Kaka just finds himself GGG.
Wait, is he just solo killing him? Or was that with KP?
No,
that looks like it was not. He has a basher.
Solo kill.
Kaka has a basher.
This is a support Ursa. And
they're looking to get. They're looking for more. KP and Kaka are on the prowl with SCCC jumping forward.
No. They found him. Jumping forward. Black hole. No messing from KP.
PYW is trying to get out. Oh my god. He ditched so fast.
Wait, did he? Oh no, he didn't have Fisher.
No, he'd used it before.
If he had Fisher, there would be some pings coming out from the Storm Spirit, that's for sure. 20 to 9, 21 minutes, 15,000 lead for Newbee.
Kaka's about to have more net worth than the highest net worth, and there it is. More net worth than the highest net worth on Team Serenity's side.
Oh my goodness.
It's been grim, now it's looking extremely grim.
Said Serenity have been...
Curse.
That's not the combo.
I don't know if that one's going to connect in time. Gets stunned, gets interrupted. GGG, looking for KP.
Can't want to get back to base yet.
Middle tower is under attack.
Cannot afford to be messing around with them.
PYW is getting closer toward Blink. They really need this Blink Dagger for them to try to look for these setup plays. Still looking so difficult. Newbee playing very fast-paced and playing a lot oriented as a team, right? I feel like Serenity is really going for so many of these solo plays. And keep getting picked off.
PYW not going to be saved by the cold embrace as SCCC straight in and on top of the bottom lane. GGG!
He almost had him. 80 HP.
The midnight pulse! KP with the wibbly wobbly taunty woo.
This game. Oh, now XCJ. There, see, I did it again. XCJ does go down.
Oh man, poor Serenity. Newbee,
now it's just starting. ZYD, the first hit bash, Kaka?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Oh. Sometimes you just have a rough one before the end of the day, and this certainly was it for Team Serenity.
I mean, I totally agree. It really does look like a different team than we saw in the last game.
Maybe the MKB will change things. He's a long way.
Sorry for getting so excited, guys. I just saw an Ursa first hit bash. Storm Spirit. The support Ursa first hit bash.
Oh, this is a great game. It's because it's one of those games as well where
oh no, XCJ.
He's fine.
Is he?
He's fine. He's got supernova.
Oh, he lived 9 HP.
Oh.
And he's got time left. He still has Aegis too, and in the meanwhile, Kaka does find XIQ.
Oh, GGG. He's got a double damage rune.
Oh, got a creep as well.
The creep. And get
the dust
out.
is being put back. 4 seconds for KP's dust to come back up.
Oh, just keep yourself hidden.
They won't find him.
Don't breathe. GGG.
How do they... A full Aeon disc now on SCCC, and they're constantly looking to just go through these dive plays. There is a blink on the shaker.
I mean, that's never gonna work.
Green Dude's top
I mean,
is about to get knocked over.
Did he go for him?
He just went for him. I mean, he's gonna get bashed. He's never gonna kill him.
He really, like, he actually...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's...
Top, curse. XNQ still kind of trapped near them. Cold Embrace will come out.
Oh,
the heals as well.
Look at the heals. Oh,
Echo.
P1W. Oh, he's dead. Oh.
They get 2 though. Okay.
Okay, they got 2.
Green Dude's top.
They got the Ember.
They did get
through
2.
the Aeon disc.
They're doing it. I mean, they're well. That's a tier 2 town. Look on as well. Newbee. Pushing on.
22k gold lead.
22k lead. 25 minutes in. But the thing is, I can feel it. There's still a chance for Serenity.
Dude, Newbee has 4 of the top net worth, and it's not by like a small.
But that's
not by a small margin.
There's 5 people in a team, Fog.
Wait, so are you hating on Faith?
Faith's got to step it up.
Faith is doing great.
No, he's dead.
It's true.
Who's died the most on Newbee?
Right, Faith.
Faith. Come on, Faith.
He's tanking the ganks.
Got to step it up, Faith.
He tanked that mid gank and turned it into a triple kill.
Who's died the most on Team Serenity? Oh, they've all evenly died. Everyone's died like 7 or 6 times. Oh, here we go. This smoke play could be.
What do they have? They don't have any of their ults. They don't have Echo Slam. Okay, they have Curse.
They don't need to know that.
They have Curse. They have Curse. Oh, Kaka.
They've got it. Got him. Chain lockdown. Bam.
Nice. That's a big chunk of gold.
Serenity. Mid lane as well. Look at this. The carry wipe, and he's in.
They're jumping far.
Look at
the one shot. Okay.
Wow. The perfect angular projection. Excellent.
Has Orchid finished on Storm Spirit now. Can actually look for plays around the map. But they can still kill Mugi if he finds him. There's no Lincolns, there's no BKB just yet.
Oh. 200 gold for GGG.
Little bit of something, man.
Tier 1 mid will be taken by Serenity.
Bad dudes, Rotro, Middly Widdly, gone all diddly.
They're showing some signs of life. Slight. Getting some map control back in their favor. All kind of sitting around each other. And oh, they spotted Mugi. PYW wanted something. He had ZYD poured up. Mugi does back up though. Regen rune gets popped. And now the BKB is coming out on the courier. So it will be much harder to kill him. At least with that Orchid.
GGG's got eyes on KP.
Okay.
TP in.
TP from Shaker. PYW. Oh! KP. He knew.
He did know. He didn't have vision. I think just straight up Spidey senses. They were tingling. Smoke play for a Newbee now.
They've got a gem now on Kaka too. Roche is up in about a minute and a half. They're going to check that first. And they've got Black Hole in about 15. Well, Serenity does have everything available.
SCC's in. Straight away. He's got the control onto GGG. That's going to be a quick step for 50.
He's so squishy. He also needs a BKB really badly on this Clinks, and starting to get closer to it, but does die. Roche, thankfully, is not respawning just yet, so Serenity can be a little bit happy about that one.
Looking for Mugi. He's got back up on the side. ZYD. It's been changed. He will silence the Ember Spirit. That is not going to buy him enough time, though, with the Frostbite coming into play. Go for the Supernova, but Mugi just pops the BKB, takes down the eggs. Jinkyu goes for the Winter's Curse to hold back the Enigma, but they found him in the tree line. He's Cold Embrace, but he'll be taken down nonetheless. Serenity lose 4,
KP jumps
maybe
forward.
even more. They've got their eyes on PYW. The buyback coming out from ZYD. He's looking for the big zip in. Will go towards KP, but there's the bash from Kaka. So ZYD gets the zip back up, but he's out of mana and out of luck. Newbee causing ZYD to die back. 28k lead as Newbee pushing this top lane in towards the base of Serenity.
He's about to get knocked over.
Oh, they see GGG. He's just farming mid lane.
Well, he was.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This game getting more and more brutal.
I mean, that has to be the game, right? They might still try to fight, but it's a 30k gold advantage for Newbee.
Radiant's top barracks.
Things clearly not going the way that Serenity had wanted to.
No. He's back to the drawing board on the core Wyvern build.
Yeah.
Not sure about the hammer. Wasn't quite sold on it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So we're gonna try slowing them down here with some spells until their Storm and Clinks respawn. KP still has BKB, still has Black Bull available. So Newbee still more than ready to fight.
This slam.
Oh, slam on the BKB of the Ursa.
Sometimes your fingers slip.
GGG.
The base, SCCC. He's in and he's out. He does it with grace as well. Beautifully done. 2 sets of racks taken by Newbee.
Yep. They back up, take out shrines. They even have Roche available if they want to. That's Aegis and Cheese, but still 35k gold lead. They have more than enough to be able to just constantly take these fights.
Be careful, top Serenity. Moogie. Heading in.
Gives a little hello. Backs away again. And now they'll make their way into the Roche. Alright, this is Serenity's chance, right?
They're gonna go for the big play.
They gotta get the 5-man curse into 5-man meteor hammer.
I don't know if they're gonna head there quick enough though.
It's already looking pretty dead, huh?
ZYD,
ZYD might go for it. He's in.
Oh!
Didn't get it.
Didn't grab anything.
They were all picked up already.
SCCC trying to look for the chase. Jumps forward with the blink. Same time back towards the middle lane. They've got the opening up. KP actually goes down. Winter's Curse holding down Kaka. The Meteor Hammer follows trying to come in. They do manage to get the Supernova stun out onto all 3 of them. There's a buyback from KP. Shingy with a self-cold embrace trying to force down to the side. As the bash comes out, XCJ dives down. He's still alive for now, but they've lost GGG. They've lost Jingqiu. XCJ is going to get jumped on. Or cancels the blink. That's smart.
ZYD able to jump forward and kill Faith in the meanwhile.
Oh, the Jukes.
Gets Black Hole though.
Oh, I'm watching this one. We'll watch this one as well if you want. The Bishop, not enough to save ZYD. Back to this action. Kaka did kill him. GG is cool. The game is over. Newbee will take both games in this 2-game series against Serenity.
It does. I think some caution or something happening in this. I think maybe at the beginning of the games things just started to go poorly and they were just like, all right, this is done. Because it really did seem like each one of them were just doing whatever they kind of wanted on their own. Like the Echo Slam on the Eidolons, running in and dying like by yourself with like the Death Pacts, just trying to go for an Ursa kill. The game was clear.
All of that said, we are going to bring up the standings though, so you guys can understand exactly where this leaves us as we catch our breath at the end of our 2nd day here for the International 8. So much going on today. I mean, we had plenty of drama as EG's Fly and S4 dismantled their former roster 2-0, which puts EG at that 9-1, rather overwhelming. Looks like a playoff spot guaranteed now for the Evil Geniuses, as he also got a comfortable win